Hi. Hi. They can't hear me? Ah, who needs to? Um,
There we go. You'd think I would have noticed that before we started streaming, but oh well. Yay! Woo! Game of the
yeah.
year.
Yeah, I got a noisemaker app for this special occasion.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just posting your picture here with the hashtag New Year 2022 and
Oh, yeah.
GOTY.
Oh, did I not
And
use Goaty?
GOTY 2022 and Game of the Year
Oh, yeah, that's true.
and
I didn't get
Game of
redundant.
the Year 2022.
Yes.
Oh no, there's only 600 of those.
It's
That's good.
weird, actually. This year, it feels like I've seen a lot less Game of the Year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there was the few that got out on it early, but that's kind of all I've seen.
yeah, it's true. I can't think of any yet that has put out so far.
I didn't pay any attention last week, so maybe some places did.
Oh
So,
wow,
I don't have COVID anymore, Mick. I will be there tonight. Hooray.
man, what a week!
What a
This
week.
is only our
Ah,
second show this week,
it's
and we
wild.
tried to do
That's
another
the thing.
three.
I've had a lot of ridiculous circumstances happen, and then you also have, which is hilarious.
Those seem to happen at the same time for us.
That's true. And just in time for the holidays.
Yeah,
God damn it.
we're alive.
I'm gonna have a controversial opinion here, but I think COVID is no good.
Yep,
It doesn't win my game of the year.
that is controversial.
Yeah,
I'll have to edit that
that's
out.
true. Oh yeah, I don't want to get canceled.
Um, yeah, you might think this setup is for game of the year, but it's actually because our set is completely taken apart right now.
There you go.
It is in a corner.
It's shoved off in a corner.
Yeah.
You could make like a treehouse out of it if you wanted to.
It already is a treehouse, basically.
For a really short person, I guess, yeah. But I guess most people don't stand up in tree houses at the best of times.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be able to stand up in a treehouse. I mean,
Fair.
it'd be great if you could. It's ideal.
Yeah, the best tree houses you can stand up in.
Yeah,
But
exactly. Sure, it happens.
yeah. McKinley says he started playing Cult of the Lamb a few days ago. It's amazing, possibly his
Oh,
game of the year. That's
I
ridiculous.
could see him loving that.
The tone absolutely, and the things you do,
Yeah,
and I hope it's gotten less glitchy with time. Like there was
yeah, probably.
like 80% of that game. Every time I wanted to do a ritual in my town, I had to save and quit the game because it didn't count. Like it was fundamentally broken the whole way through, pretty much, which sucked. That was a bummer, but it was fun. Just take all the dungeoneering out, and it's a better game.
That's that was the main thing that was interested me in it.
Yeah. I and it's fun for a little while, but like once you beat the first dungeon, the combat never changes.
Right,
You never get new weapons. You never really power up much.
right.
It's good. It's definitely good.
Yeah, I was gonna. What system did you play it on? I couldn't remember.
PlayStation 4 it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I probably could
Because
have
on
played
the
it then.
oh yeah, it's true.
I was gonna
Because on the
play it
Switch, it
on
was supposed to
Monday.
be a total nightmare to play.
Huh.
But apparently, Golf Story still is a total nightmare. Or not Golf Sports Story still is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is too bad.
Yeah, yeah. I could see that actually being a game of the year.
It's a weird thing where all the reviews make it sound like it sort of just got more annoying in a lot of ways, where it's just
Mm.
fetch quests in amongst the golf story stuff,
Oh,
which that sounds rough. But if the golfing is still good,
huh.
that's kind of all that it comes down to. I'll still play it, and I'm just in no rush until they fix it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I could have played that on Monday. I
Oh Oh,
My goal was to play a whole bunch of games. I only ended up playing 2.
nice. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, and then once to really get a chunk in,
Yeah.
you play for like at least an hour.
Which two did you play?
I played Somerville.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was neat. I'll
It was
probably
a new
finish
one.
it at some point.
Was it did it feel like it was in the limbo inside
Yeah, 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 kind of.
chronology?
It kind of has
Huh.
that vibe, but it's also got like an alien vibe on top of that,
Oh,
which is
I
fun.
do like aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
When you say alien, you mean like Alien the movie, or you're fighting against aliens?
You're fighting against aliens.
Okay, okay, sweet.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd like to play it.
yeah. Like it's just like the. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. It's just what this. It's the impetus of the story is like.
Yeah.
Um. You you get like black. You get I don't know. You find something in your basement or something, and it like kills you,
Oh,
and then your wife and son like think you're dead, so they leave, and then you wake up and you're back alive. I think the thing brings you back alive, like this thing on your wrist, and then
interesting.
and your wife and kid are gone, and your house is like all destroyed, and there's just like
Right.
giant like vertical ships outside, and everything's just like there's obviously
Like
been
a
an alien invasion, and it's still
like a
going
War of the
on.
Worlds type takeover has happened,
Yeah,
and
it's like still happening, and so you
it's pretty
just
cool.
yeah.
So are you trying to find your wife and son, or are you just assuming they're dead?
I guess there was no. He never says, but
Huh.
I think he's trying to find his wife and son.
Wow. That feels pointless. They're definitely dead.
No,
Like, what would make them so special?
they're totally not dead. Yeah, I
Huh.
don't know,
Why?
but
Huh. This guy got really lucky that they didn't kill his family then.
yeah, I've seen. Well, I think the cover has like them under a spaceship, and him and his dog are like
Oh,
running to them.
huh. That's
So it
cool.
implies they're
Maybe,
alive.
maybe, maybe most people aren't dead. They're just being taken.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then I played Trek to Yomi as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You took a trek to Yomi. That's not. Oh wow. What's the name of the action game you played? That you had a
Tianding,
real bitch with the boss.
Tianding.
Oh right, yeah, right. Chunding. Right. I was getting
Tianding
those two mixed up.
was a better game
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Trek to Yomi looks like it was all style, and that's it.
Yeah, the combat was not bad.
Right.
There's some decent combat there, but it's just really repetitive, and even the style is really repetitive. Like I love it.
Yeah.
They like it all looked like an old samurai movie,
Sure. Yeah.
and very well done. And like the shots were beautiful, and like
That's cool.
really cool
Yeah.
design. But yeah, it just keeps going and going, and then it
It's
gets kind
also a
of
thing where
frustrating.
if this had come out in a world where Ghost of Tsushima didn't exist and things like that, I wonder if it would have had more impact.
Yeah, maybe it totally reminded me of Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. Alex says we're on his tiny phone. Did
What?
Alex get a tiny type of phone?
You got a tiny phone?
I would. I hope phones get small again.
You
I
like
want
that?
them so small you can lose them
But you got
easily.
such big gangly hands.
Oh, I don't want it for my benefit. I just think it's funny.
Ah.
Yeah.
But then you'll lose
I
them too. You forgot your
oh
phone on your trip. And
I know.
and
I
it's a
left it
big
plugged
phone.
in, which is the I just yeah, I need a bigger phone. Clearly is the I
um
tried to learn how to do internet good on the Steam Deck, but that thing has the worst built-in keyboard of anything ever made. Wild.
that's too bad. Um
Alex just doesn't have his PC to watch on. I see.
mm, um yeah, luckily you forgot it though.
instead of losing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
like
must have been
I'm at
the
a
whole
point.
trip. You must have just been like, "Fuck, dude, is it gonna be home
Absolutely, like it's
when I
like
get
when you
home?"
forget it at home and you feel naked. It
Yeah,
was that, but I'd kind of just come to accept that it was gone also pretty quickly.
yeah,
And just stopped giving a shit. Being like, well, I'm Murphy's Lawing everything right now. It's just all on fire. And
just go
like
with it.
my phone contract is at a point where I get a new phone if this one goes like I don't have to pay for anything. So it wouldn't be a big deal, but
Yeah, right.
it just everything was a wrench.
Yeah,
And you're right. If it was a bigger phone, I probably wouldn't have forgotten it.
you just need a bigger phone. It's the solution to all
Uh,
your problems.
I I still think I don't really give a shit about phones anymore, but the only phone I think that looks cool is the folding touchscreen phone, that crazy Samsung thing.
Yeah, those are expensive though, aren't they?
Oh yeah, and I'm never gonna take advantage of anything it does.
Oh, what kind of special things does it do?
I don't know, but like I don't need two screens on my phone already. Like
No.
the only thing I do on my phone currently is text and go on the internet. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
and
here's a weird thing that for me is I've been using my phone this year for games more than maybe ever.
wow.
It's been
You
so long.
at least back to Tiny Wings times.
That's the thing, though. I don't know if I even played Tiny Wings as long as I played either Into the Breach or Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy, actually.
And
Yeah,
then I played
it's
the
been
other Netflix
un-
game on the phone.
oh yeah, yeah, Lock's Quest or whatever, Lucky Day. I don't remember.
Yeah, Lucky Go.
Yeah, really memorable named game.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Like I haven't basically since the summer I haven't stopped playing games on my phone because I'm just playing Into the Breach.
Whoa, McKinley's
What?
gifting subs
Whoa, sub
like a
goal met.
madman.
Holy shit, McKinley.
Lucky people.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, hooray for Mick and his
Thank-
generous ways. He reached a goal for us in some way.
Yeah.
Nice.
And my throat's rough. I didn't think it was this
I
rough.
completely that distracted me enough that I've completely forgotten what we were talking about.
Hey.
Thanks for joining the Lunar Nation.
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome. We need to come up with this unique shout out
What does
message.
that even mean?
Like we just
Thanks for joining the Lunar
Oh wait.
Oh no. What have you done?
That's because of all the subs.
Yeah, is it gonna keep
But
going?
I wonder yeah. Totally there's like
Oh good.
5.
Yeah. Alright. That's amazing.
Um I don't know if we can make it a sound that happens when we shout somebody out, but I'm gonna look into it.
Oh yeah. McKinley is the impetus for change.
Yeah,
We'll have sound
good
shout
choices,
outs.
McKinley.
Totally. Oh man.
That's great.
Uh Tiny was saying she's interested to see what our game of the years are.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
We'll
have to
get
get to
there.
that at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Be funny if we ended without ever discussing it, actually.
We've got 3 hours to fill.
Yeah.
Um,
Ludicrous.
and we don't know. Yeah, we don't have any plans on anything to play, so we're just
No, so
talking.
if we were going to play something, it would be really just straight out our butts. We'd have no clue.
Which is my favorite game of the year. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. It's
Whatever we pulled out
controversial.
of our butts.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but yeah,
Uh,
the phone games.
oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I'm jealous of you, honestly. I wish I could love phone games that much currently.
It's great. Yeah.
Like I the, I ruined Vampire Survivors for myself by playing it in early access and loving it in early access
Right.
because I just don't want to start again. I don't have
Oh
the patience
yeah,
to
that's the
do that.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you almost do that with
it's
Rogue Legacy as well.
I did do it with Rogue Legacy, and that's why Rogue Legacy is one rank higher than Vampire Survivors on my list of the game of the year. I enjoyed doing it a lot more with Rogue Legacy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know
Or I
what?
just
That's why I stopped playing Rogue Legacy.
it's a son of a bitch thing about early access.
Yeah, it's weird. Like that was the thing. I was playing it and like I enjoyed it and I played it up to I could finish the first boss, and then I was
Right.
like, I don't think I'm gonna play anymore till it's done because
Yeah.
I don't want to just play it in chunks. Hey, Cooper
That's the thing
loves
that
Vampire
gets me
Survivors.
so hard about Hades 2 is I'm gonna want to get on that right away because I loved Hades so much. But I
Oh,
don't
but
want to just play the crappiest version of Hades
I don't
2.
think they'll put it out in early access this time.
I think that they said they were.
Oh, really? And
I believe it was announced for early access.
I don't know.
I hope not. I hope not.
You wouldn't think they would have to because they kind of have it a little bit of it
But
figured out by now.
they kind of perfected early access.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if their
They're
next game went into early access.
right, maybe. Were you a big Vampire Survivors guy, Cooper?
Hey, thanks for the sub as well.
Wild.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the Discord. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh,
That's cool.
it's hard to do a posture check on the couch.
Yeah.
You need to turn
Sitting
the camera up a
posturefully
little
on
bit.
a couch is hard. I need to do some couch shopping, actually.
Oh yeah,
I need a new couch. But,
I
like,
need a new couch.
it's a really tough thing. Like, your couch is comfortable, but it's too squishy.
Yeah, you think so?
I think it's too squishy, but I also don't want something that's too hard. My current one's too hard.
It's the Goldilocks problem.
It's the gold. I need to find the perfect couch.
You need to do the Princess and the Pea thing, and just bring a pea to every couch that in a furniture store and sit on each one. And
Like, is it a fresh pea or a frozen pea or a canned pea?
I think it's just yeah, canned sounds right.
A dried pea? But then, like,
Canned or fresh.
after I use that pea on one, I probably have to have a whole bunch of peas with me because I can't reuse that pea.
Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of peas. But then I
Yeah.
think the goal is to slightly feel the pea,
Slightly feel the pea.
but not that it's hard underneath your butt.
No, yeah, I need to feel softness, but feel the pea.
Yeah, yeah. I think you
I think
should
I
do
can
that.
make that happen.
That's what the pea does, Cooper. Yeah.
I bet most furniture stores actually have a big jar of peas there for the customer.
Yeah, it's just it's a normal thing because of that.
Yeah.
Because that happened in Princess and the Pea, the story. She
Needed to buy a bed.
needed to buy a bed, and they put a pea under there, and she was like, "Oh, this is so uncomfortable. I need another bed." And then
Yeah,
she
exactly.
kept stacking it, but she could always feel the pea.
You can always feel that pea, but she didn't realize her pea was fucking huge and pointy.
Yeah, that was the moral of the story.
Just pay attention to what's around you or something.
Make your pea smaller and
Oh yeah.
more curved.
Or forever hold your peace.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the last line of the fairy tale.
Kelly says, just get a bunch of those giant beanbag chairs, cover the floor, and every inch is now a comfy chair. Don't need any other furniture. I'm trying to do the exact opposite of that. If there's one thing 2022 has proven to me, it's that I'm an old fucking man now. And I need things that are easy and comfortable. And getting out of a beanbag chair is not
things
that.
you can get up and out of easily.
Yeah.
Right, that's the key to furniture
Honestly,
buying
I
now.
want one of those beds that will like sit me up and push me out of it.
In that case, this couch is too comfy for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you sink in, it means it's too cushiony.
No, I'm all right. I've gotten used to it. I kind of like spring out of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like I need to find someone who's willing to buy my beanbag chairs I currently have because I don't fucking want them. They're so big. They're so big that I can't put any other furniture in this room.
Who's gonna buy them?
Nobody. But they're like the best of the best brand names, so I'm sure I can sell them on like Facebook Marketplace or some nonsense.
McKinley
And then I
asked
have to.
the real question: how
McKinley says he'll buy
he
them.
didn't.
That's
There you
the
go.
tricky thing about selling them
Yeah.
to family is I feel bad because they're bad for you.
Yeah, but McKinley's young. He can take it.
It's true. It's true. He can sink in. Well, we'll discuss this at another time, McKinley.
Tiny fell asleep on a beanbag chair once and woke up hurting, just in pain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I also fell asleep on these chairs one time, and I couldn't get out of them when I woke up. I had to have someone come and help me.
Were you still laying, like, kind of like sitting, or did you like
No,
go up
I
and like
did
lay?
a full jump into it because I would
That's
stack the two that I had
that's
because
I would think that would be great. It'd be like a hammock.
it's supremely comfortable, but it doesn't offer any actual support. I think is the thing.
You're right.
It's weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Tiny says she curled up on it like a pet. That's why I bought these giant bean bags. Is because I wanted something I can do,
Yeah.
and I can. But it turns out it's not something I wanted that much.
It was worth the experiment, though.
I regret nothing.
Yeah, Grimp. That's his puffy
That's
nose.
my nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. I did a lot of drinking. Now my nose is all red.
It's one of those noses.
One of those noses. I feel like you'd have to drink so much to get a nose like that, though.
Yeah, it's impressive.
I know some people who drink an awful lot, and their noses don't resemble that at all.
But how old are they?
Like at least one or two of them are in their 50s.
Yeah, they're getting there, but I think they still got to get into their 60s probably.
Oh, it's an older thing, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
McKinley's just convinced that by the time he's old that no matter, like, he'll just be able to either heal himself or he'll have to fight in a nuclear wasteland. So
Oh yeah.
either way, he doesn't have to worry about posture.
Oh, and in a nuclear wasteland, something as comfortable as a beanbag chair will be worth so much.
Oh yeah, that'll be big on the trading market. You get so many pelts for that.
It's true. Human pelts.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
He says to get a nose like that, you have to drink to the point you have severe liver
Yeah,
damage.
you have to basically.
Yeah, maybe the liver damage comes
kill
first,
yourself.
and then that
Yeah,
spreads up to
I
your
think
nose.
so. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's all connected that way.
All the like cool things you can gain from a bad habit take so much commitment to make happen.
Yeah, it's tough. You gotta
Yeah.
work hard.
That's, like they say, like the best time to plant a tree is yesterday. The second best is right now. I needed to start drinking yesterday.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the second best time to start being a horrible alcoholic is right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, video games.
Oh yeah.
Did you beat Vampire Survivors, Cooper? I still haven't.
What does beat mean?
So yeah, that's it. So how you played in
survive
early
30
access?
minutes?
Like, when did you even? So what haven't you seen? Like,
I played until he introduced Arcana to it, which is like the playing card or the tarot cards you unlock.
what? I don't even notice those.
I think it might be a pretty late game thing still, actually.
I don't even know I've seen those.
Like I got to the point where I've killed the Grim Reaper. I've done stuff.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
That was rough. You had to like do some weird specific things to kill the Grim Reaper, but
Yeah. Did you have to look up like how to do that stuff?
no, because the game, the killing the Grim Reaper I did, but everything else, the game has a pretty good way of telling you what everything does, kinda.
I'm kind of stuck now. I don't know how to progress from here.
I don't really know what what have you done? I don't know what progress is in that game.
It shows you
anymore.
it shows you levels as you go. Like, it'll show you like another level.
That's the last time I played, there was only 3 levels.
Oh, huh. There's tons.
There was there was the whatever the Green Hill Zone. Then there was the library, and
Yeah.
then there was some like
The tower.
I can't even. Yeah, Arcane Tower or something like that.
Or the like has a library or something, I think, or something.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
tower
I
and
played
there's
through
a
the
library, so it might have been one of them.
interesting,
But
and then there was like remixed version of the first level.
yep, that's in there. And then yeah, and then there's like a weird plant challenge in this one.
Yeah.
And then there's a thing where you meet the magician guy.
Huh.
And then there's a
Nope.
weird
Yeah,
thing
that
where you're
didn't
like,
exist for me.
you just play this level and you don't get any experience, and then you just die. This thing kills you.
Huh.
I don't know.
Interesting. I wish I could see it, but that's a lot
How
of
do you even
patience it
last
takes to get
31
to that.
minutes just with the
If you
what?
get enough extra lives and you have like the clock lancet,
Yeah, I was gonna say the
you can
clock
make
lance
the
it. That's up,
you can make
but
the Grim Reaper chase you for a long time.
yeah, yeah. I guess yeah. I don't like it enough then.
No, that's rough.
Cause you have to get to the whole, like, it's such a long
But like
haul
it's
just to get
still
to the
like
end of one run.
it's still a run still technically ends when you die, right? Like you're supposed to die at the end, I'm assuming.
Oh, I've never
It was kind of a
upgraded.
joke when you could kill the Grim Reaper.
I've never upgraded the weapons either. See, like, these are all this is what I hate about roguelikes. But maybe I'm just
Supergirl,
not looking hard
that's new
enough.
to me.
Maybe I just don't like the game enough. I'm not looking hard enough. But to me,
Yeah.
that this is all really
Oh yeah,
opaque.
you can use speed mode too, Cooper says. Oh yeah, that's the one that was in shortly after I stopped or before I stopped where it is just half as long of a game.
Right.
Like
Interesting. I
everything
didn't
is
know there was a
just
speed mode.
condensed, which is cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So there was so much stuff in it in the time I played it that I feel like I got a full game's experience out of it already. But
Well, yeah.
I'm not jumping into it again.
I kind of feel like I have too, and I haven't beat it. Like, I put a bunch of
Yeah,
time in.
totally. It actually ended up as my number 10 game of the year.
And I'll keep throwing it. That's the great thing about having it on my phone. Like, I will keep playing it because
Oh yeah.
I'll just hit it like if I'm bored.
I've got it on my phone and it's the best phone game I've got on my phone.
I
But
will
hey,
say it does one thing that phone games should never do. It's really bad for is if you turn it off, it's like a half
ruins it. You lose
chance.
yeah,
That you're gonna lose your game. You like
yeah,
have to sit
for
there.
sure.
If you get a phone
I'm
call or
sure that's
something,
something they'll fix with time.
or if you get like a text, you can't answer it
Yeah.
because it will crash.
That'll probably be fixed eventually. You gotta assume. I hope, because that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, it's annoying. I mean, like, for the
Cooper
most
says,
part, when I play it, I'm just sitting around, so it doesn't, like,
"Oh
I'm
yeah,
at home.
you're not paying attention for anything." Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. But
Cooper says Marvel Snap was his favorite phone game.
oh wow, and I guess
Interesting.
your favorite game, your game of the year as well.
Yeah, if what's it, Vampire Survivor got number 2 on your game of the year list, or is that just on your phone game of the year list? Interesting.
Yeah, Marvel Snap looks really good.
Totally. I'm just too dumb for card strategy games.
I
Thinking
don't know.
hard doesn't sound like a good time to me.
I mean, my favorite phone game of the year for sure was Into the Breach.
That's a big time thinky game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I played so much of that this year. I played more of that than Vampire Survivors. I've almost like unlocked everything again. The whole game.
That's cool.
That's such a perfect phone game.
The phone game I played the most this year is Wordscapes, which is the one that you always get ads for, where you just have to connect letters and make words.
It's part of the Scapes series.
I think it might be.
Oh
I
yeah,
think there are other scapes.
I get ads for Homescapes a lot.
Oh yeah, that's the Homescapes is the one with like the weird like poor beggar.
Yeah, it's really sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's so and they always show you the ads are always a player fucking up so that you think,
Yeah.
well, they're dumb. I could do that better, and
I could do that way better.
you try to do it. Like that's what they want you to do is like actually try to play the game, and then it opens up. They'll probably take you to the Google Play Store.
Exactly.
But
It's and they're
so then that means like the video is always of like this like mother and child like begging, and they're like, and then the player's just too stupid and pulls out like the most obvious wrong ones, and it just like
pours lava all over them. Or
no,
something.
it just like misses them completely.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and they're just like,
It's
like
so
all the
bad.
coins are just in this contraption above them.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Oh, Cooper's gonna show us his list. I'm excited.
Whoa,
And Tiny's favorite phone game is an old Japanese tower defense game called Bloody Alice.
weird.
I tried looking for it. It's not on the Android store for me.
Huh.
My favorite phone game ever remains Dungeon Raid. Dungeon Raid was an incredible match 3 puzzle game. It was so good. I wish that it was still playable.
Never played it, yeah.
Yeah. It was iPhone only, and I think like old iPhone only. Cooper's number 1, Tunic. Number 2, Vampire Survivors. Number 3, Marvel Snap. And number 4, Elden Ring.
Oh.
Just 4 in his top 10 this year. Interesting. I have 2 of your top 4 are in my top 10.
Yeah, same with me.
Nice.
Probably the 2, yeah. No,
I don't know. Tunic's not in my top 10.
the Vampire Survivors is the shared one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Angry Birds, Temple Run, Jetpack Joyride. I played a lot of Jetpack Joyride. I loved
Jetpack Joyride was an incredible game, actually.
Kingdom
Tiny
Rush
Tower as
so
well.
much.
Which one?
Kingdom Rush.
Oh, and the sequel, yeah.
Oh man, it's 2 sequels. Yeah, I played the hell
I
out
think
of
there's
those.
more since then too. Actually,
I don't know. I've looked. There's been one. There's like a newer one, but for a while they went to like a strategy, like different format.
Oh yeah,
that wasn't tower defense, and it wasn't as good.
I actually also really loved Temple Run.
I didn't
There
mind
was a point
Temple
in
Run.
time where I was playing the
okay.
tournaments in Temple Run, and I was finishing in like the top 10 worldwide scores. I liked it so much, which was stupid.
It's interesting. Game Pass makes it like we used to have a hard time coming up with 10.
Oh, now I've got probably 40 games on my game of the year
Holy
list.
shit, that's crazy. And like but that's again like it's almost all Game Pass for you as well.
Totally.
And me too.
Yeah.
Like that's where I think I had like 15 or 16.
Although in the end, like I don't count Vampire Survivors as a Game Pass game for me, even though it was a $2 game for me instead. But,
yeah.
Yeah. There's like only 4 Game Pass games for me in that case, on my top 10 at least. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
But towards the end of the year, I was playing a lot more PC stuff.
Right, because of your Steam Deck.
So I got the Steam Deck, and that's when I started swapping things in.
Oh, you might see some Tinykin later on.
What was the phone game where every time you died, you respawned as the next generation? That was Infinity Blade.
That's not on your list,
Cooper got
Coops?
it. Yeah, where's Tinykin on your list? Come on. It's better than at least 4 of the games on your list.
Izzy Bows. Welcome to our Game of the Year show. We're both going to give our top 10 a little later on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mostly talk about
I can't believe the Earth is almost 2023 years old.
Oh,
soon,
man, it's getting up there.
I'll be able to rent a car soon.
Yeah, Infinity Blade, yeah.
Infinity, that was a cool game.
No, I'm probably not gonna play any Sonic. Cool was asking about Sonic Frontiers. There's just so many games.
Totally. I am still working. I really want to get into Strange Horticulturalist. I played like a few hours of it, and it seems awesome. But
there's a couple more Game Pass games still up there, like Metal Hellsinger. I want to play.
Oh yeah, and you would really like Infernax, I think.
Oh yeah, Infernax looked great.
Yeah.
You play? I saw you play it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on there. And I'd like to finish Somerville.
Oh yeah.
Nobody Saves the World. I wouldn't mind trying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still stuff
I
on Game Pass.
yeah,
Like,
I still want to try Neon White.
yeah,
That
oh,
one I think
absolutely. That's
that one would have
on
a
Game
real chance of
Pass.
being in my top 10, and I think The Quarry would be the other one that would be
Oh, as far as
probably for
games
sure.
that I didn't get to try at all,
Yeah,
there's a decent amount.
but that you think would have a realistic shot at being in your top 10?
I don't know. Let me see.
There's a few here that like Norco. I would like to play it, but I don't think it has a chance. And
Yeah, I could see a few. I could see Roller Drum.
oh yeah, that's true. That's a
Loot
very you
Mancer looked
game.
really cool to me.
Yeah,
Like you said, Neon White.
yeah.
Sifu.
Oh, that doesn't feel like it came out this year. That
Yeah,
feels
because it
much
was like
older
January, I think, or something.
uh,
Maybe even Elden
here.
Ring.
Oh yeah. I think Elden Ring would eventually get its hooks into you, and I don't know if you'd love it or if you'd just be like, okay, that was fine.
Right. Oh yeah,
I just
Signalis. That's another one. It looks
yeah,
great
Signalis, yeah. And
on
I
Game
saw
Pass.
Forbidden West. I really want to try. I think that would be pretty cool, but
And
I don't know.
Signalis is on Game Pass.
I'll say it is. It's true. Another one that's on Game Pass that I put like 3 hours into, but it's not enough yet. Was Disney's Dreamlight Valley. It was
Oh
pretty
right.
great. Yeah, but it's only good because it was on Game Pass.
Oh yeah, Red Dead 2's been, I think, 2018 Red Dead 2 came out, so
Jesus
it's
Christ.
been 4 years. Yeah, we played it on this show.
That's what we should do this
The
year. We're
very
doing a
show.
replay of Red Dead 2. That's what everybody wants.
Yeah, 2018.
Cooper says it's only $26 now. That's a good price for that a crazy game.
The other weird thing about this.
2018 was a bananas year for
Oh,
games.
so good. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. Has my
What were you
favorite
saying,
game.
sorry?
Has my favorite game of all time. Oh, yes. Wait, have you played Lost in Random? No, I haven't.
Oh no, that's true. That also looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good.
Totally. I played a bunch of
Those-
your favorite game of all time
That's
while
it.
I was
Isn't that on?
sick.
And that's on Game Pass too, isn't it? Lost in Random.
Yeah, I think it is. I believe it was at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you played a bunch of Smash Bros this year too.
Yeah. I I'm almost through World of Light now.
Oh,
It's
so
a
much
fun
fun.
thing. Yeah.
Um, it's just, the other weird thing is how much how much I loved updates this year.
That's not changing in the future either.
Yeah, but it was so crazy that how much time I put back into the Breach, and
Yeah.
then into Deathloop.
Would
Those,
Into the Breach be your game of the year if it came out this year?
yeah, like it almost counts. Yeah, like
Right.
yeah, like definitely it would be.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Crazy. Phone game for game of the year.
yeah, exactly.
What a world do we live in?
How
It like
crazy
it
is
does
that?
feel like it counts because it came out in a new way and it
Yeah, and
was a
had
whole bunch of new
almost
stuff.
a full
And
game's new of new
yeah,
content.
totally.
I know
For
it's
free.
yeah, exactly. And then Deathloop, the Golden Loop update, also free.
Oh yeah.
And I
How much did
put
that
in
actually add though?
yeah, that added a decent amount,
Huh.
and it was cool the stuff that it did add.
Yeah.
The power wasn't great.
The power was the worst power for
You
sure.
never got it the fun way though, of like fighting the boss.
I did eventually.
Oh, did you? Yeah,
On my own, yeah. He's an okay boss.
yeah. It's fun. It's fun to just go after.
Yeah.
Uh,
It eventually reached a point where trying to get things unlocked, I would always just have havoc and just blast people with the shotgun in the face. Like the hard to kill guys like that.
oh yeah,
That was man.
But
That
I
game was
put
fun to
in
play.
I put in a whole new. I don't know how much time. A
You
whole
probably
new.
played more of it this time than you did the first time.
I don't know about that, but yeah, but it's be close. Like that's the thing. I want to put
Yeah.
in a whole new set of hours because I
You did the
maxed out Juliana's side of the story.
yeah. You did the Juliana playthrough.
Yeah, exactly. And holy
That's
shit,
nuts.
I had so much fun. I meant to actually make a little video of some of my exploits because I
Oh yeah.
saved a bunch of the video of like my cooler moments, and I'm
That's
still gonna
awesome.
do it, but I ran out of time.
Yeah.
But man, like there was so much fun. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Since Smash Bros, I probably haven't had that much fun online with a game either.
Oh, for sure online. It's kind of in a class of its own for me. Yeah.
Yeah, so much fun. Yeah, what a and
It
like we
was.
played. It's such a unique playthrough
Yeah.
where like I got to just go out, like yeah, invade your
Harass
game.
me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so cool.
So such a weird game to actually play the proper way.
I know Alex played it this year as well, and it'd be his game of the year as well if it came out
Interesting.
this year.
That's cool.
So good.
Yeah, it probably would have to be my game of the year this year if it came out. Although I'm
It.
sure there's other games I played this year that I also like
I
more
think
that
if
came
I
out
went
in
back
other
and
years.
looked at 28 or last year, like I think it would rank higher now.
Huh.
Like probably just one up from Psychonauts now, because my biggest problem with it
Right.
was the ending, and I liked what they did with the ending now.
Interesting. Yeah, it wasn't in my top 10 at all. And same with Binding of Isaac, Repentance wasn't, and both would probably be in my top 3 now. With
Right.
that's tough
That's
though, because
crazy.
Hitman 3 and Returnal are both
That's
also
crazy.
like
That
10 out
yeah,
of 10 games
that
to
went up
me.
way higher for you this year.
Yeah. That
2021.
yeah. That's the Deathloop is like a 9.8 out of 10 or something insane like that. So
2021
it's
was amazing. Like Metroid Dread is still probably my
yeah,
favorite still.
I still haven't even played that.
Oh, I was like, but that was just like it felt just perfect
Yeah.
for me in the at the time.
It was a cuckoo year.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
Way better than this year.
Yes, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Probably my top four, any of my top four of last year would be number one over the
I
games
think
this year.
so. Yeah. I think everything, yeah, Forza 5 and above would be better. Would be my game of the year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Weird year.
Totally. I wonder if this was the year where COVID delays actually happened. Like these are
Maybe.
not much came out this year because of that.
Yeah, it's weird. It's felt like a lot of stuff did come out. It just wasn't for me. It was just
Yeah, if you were a God of War person,
yeah.
there's your game of the
There's your
year.
game of the
Like
year. If
that's
you're
the
Pokemon,
yeah.
there's probably your
There's a
game of the
couple
year.
options.
Yeah.
I think people liked Arceus a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And like Elden Ring is just winning every award,
Yeah, exactly.
which is
It's
crazy.
interesting. Yeah. It just wasn't my year. Hopefully next year. I do have
Should be
a
good.
decent amount of anticipated for next year. I was looking at
Oh
that. I
yeah.
took a quick look at that too.
Beyond Zelda.
Yeah. Um,
Sweet.
I still have hope for Suicide Squad. I never know what to think about that game.
Oh yeah,
Oh man,
maybe.
I loved the trailer for Final Fantasy 16, that most recent trailer.
Oh yeah, and that's next year.
Blew me away. Yeah, that's next year. Pikmin 4. I'm looking forward to Starfield. I don't know if I'll like it or not, but it'll be on Game Pass day one, so
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to it. Resident Evil 4 remake.
Starfield is the one that feels the most plausible to be delayed of all the stuff to me still.
Possibly, but it's supposed to come out like early in like February or something.
Huh.
It got delayed out of
Interesting.
this year
That's true.
into
There's still
early
so
next
little
year.
about. Well, yeah. I hope it's good.
I think there's a
That's for
decent
sure.
amount about it now. You like there's videos of how
I
it
just haven't been
plays and
paying
stuff.
attention. That's
Yeah,
true.
me neither.
Yeah.
Um,
Interesting. Playing Zelda now has got me a lot more excited for playing Zelda 2 or whatever it's called.
I want to do a replay of Zelda as well. It'd be nice to do
It's
a modded
you could
version like you
probably
did.
do a modded version on your PC and it would run really good.
Yeah, that's true.
Because on the Steam Deck, it runs so good, and it's so fun with the mods. Like it's great. But then that game takes so goddamn long to do anything. Like everything is just wide expanses between things, and I don't have a horse yet. And
Oh yeah,
it's just
for sure.
it's just like a long walk. It's a hiking game.
For sure. If I do replay it, I know exactly what I'll do. Is like to get to the end as fast as I can.
Like that's the thing. I
Get to the
should just rush
motorcycle
the 4
as fast
beasts,
as I
right?
can. What?
I should just rush the 4 beasts.
Yeah,
probably.
that's what I'm gonna do. And then you can beat it, and then you can get the motorcycle, and then it's so much better.
Yeah. And I'm playing sort of cheating with the unlimited durability. And so like I do have the advantage of being able to shield surf forever if I want, which is
Hey,
great.
that's fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Totally. No, it's but then like I start playing, and after I get off the Great Plateau, the next time I play, it's just like side quest, side quest, side quest, side quest. Just all the DLC side quests pop up at once.
Oh, crazy.
And I can't not do those, so I'm just never going to get to the main quest.
Yeah, that's too bad. It is not, not smoothly integrated.
No, and I don't, like, I'm sure some of them are worth doing, but some of them are absolutely not.
Yeah, well, that would definitely be my most anticipated for sure for next year.
Oh yeah.
But it was for like the last 3 years in a row, I think.
Right.
But this time for sure. But also the Dead Space remake.
Yeah.
And Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, it got delayed as well.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Tony says she's watching so much Pokemon on Twitch, not her thing, but she's got to support the homies. Everybody's playing the Pokemons.
There's a version of Pokemon Emerald that they turned into a roguelike that I really want to try. But it's a level of ROM hackery that's a little too complicated for me still.
Scooper says if you're into rats, you got Plague Tale. I was thinking of playing a Plague Tale, but I'd have to do it through cloud gaming.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to stream and do that, but
right.
It's like, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. It looks so dramatic.
And just this is a game about sadness.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
That doesn't sound fun. I don't want to play the Schindler's List of video games. I don't know who does, but
yeah. Oh, and The Quarry too. Still need to play that.
Yeah. The Quarry, I'm pretty sure would have ended up in my top 5 if I had played it.
Right. So that's the thing. Like with the games that I missed, it would be a much prettier list if I end up liking some of those.
There's nothing at the top.
That's still the thing. Yeah. Even though the stuff I missed, I don't think any of it's gonna blow my mind.
No, exactly.
And be like, wow, that's my game of the year for sure. Be nice.
Yeah. It would be really nice.
But
and like what?
I was just gonna say, since speaking of the top.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the top, I don't know.
Oh, what was that classic? Wow, speaking of the top, what was that classic Doom game Grimpen came on Extra Life?
Oh yeah.
Let's look at our top 10. But what we're gonna do as well is we got this screen here, and I made some videos that have our top 3.
Oh yeah.
And so as we talk about them, we'll just flip through those and just let me know. I wanted to hear the music, but I couldn't. It doesn't work for me for some reason.
So it maybe works.
Yeah, but here's Proteus.
I guess I'm calling this my number 3 game.
Number 3?
Sure.
I thought this would be number 1.
I don't know. I had Tinykin's my number 1.
What?
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's a shocker.
But all three are fairly interchangeable in my mind. Like,
Right. There's no standout number one.
it's hard, yeah. Like fun per minute. This game is always fun to play.
My three are pretty interchangeable as well, actually.
Yeah. Are we going top three now, or should I be starting lower down?
Well, I was just gonna talk about Proteus for a bit. Proteus.
Oh yeah. Oh, this.
Prod.
Yeah. It's only fun to play.
Yeah, it's just pure fun. Yeah, I ended up
Yeah.
beating it as well. It's on my list as well. It's
Did you beat it in one sitting?
no, but maybe like
okay.
3 or 4.
Interesting.
Like it was just big chunks. And it's 7. It's number 7.
Still pretty high. Yeah.
On my list.
It's like I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Doom 2016.
This is the thing. It kind of made me realize I don't think I need to play Doom. I'm sure it's great, but I get a little sick of just the flavor.
And it's all this.
Exactly.
Even more.
Like,
in
that
your
was
face
my
than this.
biggest problem. Was it was just like so, like
Yeah.
just just the same flavor the whole game.
Oh yeah, it is video game drugs for some people, but it's just not your drug of choice.
Yeah, totally. That's like Metroid. That's exactly what.
Oh yeah.
It's like Metroid for me.
Yeah, I hated that room that you just got through in that thing, where you have to like shoot all the saw blades so that they get out of the way of the people.
God, I hated that. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up having to do that so many times.
Yeah, it was like a challenge room.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awful. The other ones were easy too,
Totally.
but that one was so tough.
Lack of different music tracks drove Cooper nuts in this game. It had like 2 songs.
That's kind of what I'm saying too. Is
interesting.
Like,
I don't.
Part of like what I was just saying about the same flavor, and it's just
Yeah.
if it's like, but that's the thing. If it's like if it's a tasty flavor to you,
Oh yeah.
then you just gorge it.
Here's a whole mouthful of it.
Yeah.
I had it in like 2 small doses playing it on stream before we played it on Extra Life, and then during Extra Life I didn't notice music at all because
Yeah.
you're just in a haze anyways.
Yeah. That's kind of the way to play it, really.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's how I've experienced the Doom games as well.
Just sort of in the background.
Yeah. But like all while like in a sleep-lacking induced haze.
Yeah, it's weird. Like this is,
dude.
I think this is the. Oh right, yeah, you did them all on Extra Life too.
Yeah.
Um.
That's the thing.
Oh yeah, here I did a little ode to the this part, the minigun.
The minigun introduction is
This
one
is
of the
it.
best moments of the year, I'd say.
This is it. When I was
Yeah.
playing it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. The wall of enemies and then the train of enemies that you run through. Like it's just incredible design there.
Yeah, and I felt like there was a bunch of cool design stuff. Like
Yeah.
I loved the quad shotgun. I thought that was really cool.
Totally. It's so big and extra.
Yeah, well, this is the cool idea. And then, like, yeah, if there's a big enemy you want to take down in one shot, you just use all 4 bullets in one hit. It's great.
It did kind of also peter out a bit when you got to the Hell Planet levels more so than the like the lab type levels.
And it just goes and goes and goes, which I didn't mind. Like it, it's lots of content, but at the same time, like I said, it was like I was already done with the flavor, kind of.
You were emotionally finished with it a few
I was already
hours
sick
before.
of the flavor, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's still fun. It was always still fun to play.
totally.
Yeah, but this music is just the world map music, I think, and it sounds like fight music.
Knock off 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a little more variety, and I would have liked it more.
And there's also like 5 different enemy types. Like there's not a lot of that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And
But then I guess if you think of Halo, there's not a shitload of enemy types either. It's just. But like it's it's just pure just shooter fun, and that's kind of all that it was. Very disposable.
Yeah, but really well made
Yeah, totally.
to be disposable, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, it's probably my number 3, maybe my number 2. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll say I'll just go to my number 3 then.
Sure.
I
Can I
I
ask
do
you-
have a number 3, a top 3 that I'm gonna stick with.
Oh, yours is in. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds
Has
good.
Grimpen played Eternal yet?
No, that's what. Maybe I'll do that next year on Extra Life. It's too long. Is the reason I didn't do it.
The visuals.
It's more than a full Extra Life.
Wait, how
So-
is... Oh, there we go. The visuals were very cool, as Cooper mentions.
Wait, you could change the visuals? What do you mean? I didn't ever tinker with anything like that.
Yeah, me neither.
Sounds cool. I love the way it's some of the best like 3D pixel stuff I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's very well done. Double Proteus. Well, we went back to Proteus.
Nice. I love. Yeah. If your Proteus is your number 3 as well.
No, it's not, but we just start talking about it again. In the options, you can remove the pixelated look. Interesting at CRT. And
Oh,
it
that's
looks
cool.
interesting. So it'd be with the pixelated look gone. It's just more like a modern shooter.
Looks more like Doom. Huh. That's curious.
My top 3 is Bayonetta 3.
Oh, whoa! Look at her kicking the shit out of stuff.
Now here's a
With
game that
dinosaurs.
has a lot of flavors.
It's maybe too many flavors.
Man, I
Go from
really
not enough flavors.
a lot of the video I took for this is just in the end game. Almost
Yeah.
all of it. I meant to take more video, but I ran out of time. But
Cool. Tornado.
I really started loving it the more I got closer I got to the end.
Hmm.
Um,
It looks like it's more beast based on this gameplay at least.
and well, the weapons just get more fun.
Cool.
Um,
What other weapons
it's
are there?
Insane. It's
Whoa.
just pure insanity. This game.
Riding on a battleship?
It's like skipping along.
Wow.
Like,
Oh, this is your war train. That's what that is.
oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, you'll remember this. You'll remember this part soon, actually.
Right.
Yeah, this is Switch
Yeah, I-
exclusive, Cooper. Yeah, Nintendo owns Bayonetta in some form.
True.
It's like
I
split
did get it
between-
running on my deck as well, though.
Remember this?
Yeah.
When it gets
oh, man,
it gets a face.
yeah, it's so good. The train is my favorite part that I saw of you playing.
Yes.
It's unbelievably stupid.
Oh, what you missed is the clock tower.
Like
Hey,
a playable clock tower?
Yeah, yeah. You summon it like the train. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, the beasts got so weird. But like in the beginning, I was enjoying it, but I didn't really like the other weapons I was getting that much, and so I kind of
Yeah.
forgot about them. And then
Huh.
in that last like couple playthroughs I did, I just switched up the weapons way more, and I found like, and the ones that you get later towards the end of the game are just way more fun. Like
That's
there's
cool.
like one of the best ones, just like a top hat and cane, and you just like you shoot
What?
bats.
Top hat.
And
Oh, wow.
And if you like hold it down, you shoot one giant bat.
Hilarious.
There's a button you can just hold down square, and it like she just holds her hat like this, and random things come out of it. And
Is it like
there's not that many things, but like a cop car can come out of it, or like a
it's like tuxedo mask power
yeah, it
from
kind
Sailor
of.
Moon?
It's insane.
So weird.
This is playing as Jean a little bit. Yeah. So the further I went, and then there was as soon as you beat it, there was just like, oh, here's a bunch of new stuff you unlocked, and I found out
Oh yeah.
as I was going that those you can find the cat, the bird, and the frog in every level.
Yes.
I had apparently never done it until like near the end of the game. Got all three because that unlocks like a sort of remixed version of the level. That's just like a
cool.
bunch of challenges.
All right.
That's the thing. My biggest complaints with it were that it was too open world. There was a lot. There was a bit too much exploration in it. Oh, there's the the bat.
Oh yeah, the hat throw. That's great.
Yeah. But then as the further you get, that becomes less of an issue. And especially in the end game, now it feels like it's just pure action.
Like, you just don't have to run between things? It is just sequence to sequence, or it's...
Well,
like
you can
get
pick.
between
Yeah,
them
you can
more
actually
quickly.
pick where you start in the level. Actually, you can see at the very end of this, it gives me a gold for that thing. But I also completed a whole bunch of other ones in that thing, and there's like 3 or 4 pure platinums in there. Like you can just redo parts of the level, and you can like pick to start in the middle of the level, wherever you want to try and do the medals, or wherever you missed medals.
So the main game's just too bulked out, because it sounds like the end game is the good stuff.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it.
That. Yeah.
But
That's cool.
And like this, then there was this some of the story and cinematics and stuff are amazing, but whoops, on loop.
Loop, damn it.
But there's a bit, there's always a bit too much of that as well in Bayonetta.
Well, just because you don't care.
And it just slows down the action. Yeah, I just want action.
Yeah.
All the time.
If they could be doing 10 out of 10 dumb stuff in every cutscene, you wouldn't complain. But no one can maintain that kind.
But so this is interesting because it could go up as the more I play of it in the end game.
Totally, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, this could end up being my game of the year.
What do you get out of doing, like, getting pure platinums? Do you get, like, other unlockables? Or...
I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised if there's still more stuff to unlock. Like, as soon as you beat the game, you get a new weapon and monster set, which is this, what I'm playing with mostly in this. It's so good. It's one of the best in the game.
Big Black Dragon?
It's like this rock suit that you wear, and you shoot the rocks out of your hands and feet.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That was the thing. Like one of my favorite weapons came right when I beat the game.
Right. Yeah.
Like after I beat the game. So I think, we'll see. It could go up.
It could go up. Could be number 1 at this time next year.
Or number 2.
Oh, number 2.
Tiny like the big monster fights. Oh yeah. There was like. Remember there was. I think you saw one of them where like, they were just straight up kaiju fights.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
There was a couple more of those.
Banana Butterfly against the other thing.
Yeah, and like her Godzilla monster.
It's really wacky.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can. Like it's such a blur.
It's probably the dumbest game that came out this year in terms of.
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's what game of the year is based on, it would win for me too. I think it's just everything like. Maybe not in the first episode, but in the second episode onward, something wacky was happening kind of constantly.
Yeah. Something really nuts.
Yeah. Oh, and it has all those bewitchments too. You can get all the achievements through.
Yeah, and it's like Kirby, where like once you play them, it shows you what they are.
Oh, that's good actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you know what you're getting. Anyway, it was Bayonetta the game with the fight with the giant bubble bath woman. Yep, that's in this video. Near the end of it, I think.
I think I think it was after this train bit. I saw. I can't remember anymore.
There's a couple.
My mind is Swiss cheese.
Oh, I can actually.
I
can scroll. I didn't realize I could scroll through here. Yeah, there she is.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Completely insane. Boss
And
fight.
she's so big there.
She's bathing in the clouds.
It wouldn't clean you.
You don't. Yeah, I guess it's probably gross water up there.
Right, it's got to be dirty.
But then rain's not dirty.
I think in mass quantity it would be. A bucket of rainwater probably I wouldn't want to bathe in. Maybe I would. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, I was trying to segue there earlier, but now I don't have a segue.
Yeah, I shot it down. And then
What are you gonna?
Twitch,
So
people
then,
kept
in that
chatting.
case, your number 2 would be.
Probably Case of the Golden Idol.
Woo! I wanted to
Woo!
play this. Like I just put this is all your playthrough.
This is just my footage. Oh yeah, this is the mystery of the year.
It's a really unique like layout and stuff. Like
The puzzle that you're showing here in the footage was the hardest part of the whole game.
oh yeah,
From that point on, I like clicked into my brain and I was able to do detective-y things after that. But like this one, it was so confusing, it's so hard to parse out. But then like it turns you into a detective at this point.
uh-oh.
Did it freeze? No.
The wise slave by Hortius. Fable.
Tiny really loved watching this playthrough, even though the first stream was a little scuffed. It was so bad.
Yeah,
the first
all
stream.
of this footage is from your third. Oh wait, what's
Right.
going on here? I think
Just let me.
I don't know.
A couple things here.
this
Just
is the
seeing
wrong.
the main menu.
This is the wrong video.
Nice.
I don't know how I ended up with that.
Weird.
Okay.
It's one of those things where not showing too much isn't a big deal.
There we go.
It's
That's
totally
bad.
got like
Oh, it's too loud
13
though. Sorry.
scenes in the whole game. Oh man. Also, the best song of the year for sure was in this game.
What was it?
It's
The
got one.
piano song?
I don't think it's a piano. It's one that's on the fiddle.
Oh,
It's in,
I don't think I heard it. I went through.
I think it was in the first stream because it was like the second level.
I kind of. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I kind of skipped through the official soundtrack a little bit, just looking for a song.
Right. The one at the bar. Tiny says, "Yeah, that's the one." It was. I just loved that song so much. And like it's a dark storyline that the game tells, but you like kind of only piece it together at the very end what's actually happened. And it's really it's got a good aha moment, like Portal kind of makes you feel smart in that way.
That's great. That's what you want in a puzzle game.
Exactly. And like it was easy enough with the hints that you never feel too stupid and stumped,
Nice.
which is also key.
That is handy.
And it's a weird, like it's an ugly game, but it's kind of beautiful in how ugly
it kind of. And it's really like I was trying to say, with the layout is really unique. Like I loved how like it seemed like the ends of things, like solving the actual mysteries, was you. Like it was like as you're playing, you could click on words, and then they would like go into your library of words, and then you're solving the mystery with those words by putting them in. It's like Mad Libs.
Totally, yeah. It's murder Mad Libs.
By putting them into deciding what words should go into what places. Yeah, it seemed really cool.
Yeah.
Like I just never really seen anything like it.
No, and it does have an option at the beginning where it doesn't highlight things, which would be a nightmare. But
Right.
like an adventure game where everything's highlighted, like it was never
Right.
hard to find everything, and
Right.
like, it's the friendliest game about cults and murder you could ever make.
That's nice. You
Yeah,
think that's
totally.
in the
And it
Batman
was-
game came out a few weeks ago? Yeah, that multiplayer one. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'd still like to play it.
It was supposed to be pretty glitchy. Is that what it was, or was it boring? I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
think a little of both, but I don't know. I'd still like to check it out.
I remember all these guys so well. It's a weird thing where they all look so generic and weird, but I could tell you all their names.
Oh,
and what they
I
did.
can see it. Yeah.
Again, yeah, it's. I did love it. It's also only like, well, if you're not talking and streaming as you do it, you could probably do it in like 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, yours didn't take much longer than 3 hours
Oh
altogether.
yeah, there you go.
Although it's
Yeah.
hard to tell with the one that was skipping.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Made him do math too. Yeah, I had notes on this game as I was playing.
Like physical notes.
Physical notes. I had an envelope I was scrawling things onto the back of. Just to keep certain things straight. And then yeah, there's one puzzle that's all mathy, and it was really fun.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
Math can be fun.
It was made by 2 guys.
Like if it's yeah, it's really interesting. It's almost like a Professor Layton-y thing, but really
Yeah.
its own thing as well.
Yeah, I saw it compared to Oberdin, and that's why I tried it initially.
Right.
But I guess the only way it's like Oberdin is in your sort of piecing together crime scenes after the fact. But like, yeah, the way that you solve things, I don't know any game that's like it. It's super its own thing.
Yeah. Yeah, really unique. Cooper hadn't heard of this one. Thought it was Pentiment at first. Yeah, I still haven't played Pentiment. That was also a Game Pass one that I was considering playing on Monday.
I started Pentiment and it was so goddamn slow. It was just
I
like
don't know
watching paint
if
dry.
I'd like it. Yeah.
This one, like this game, also it gets its hooks into you really because the first case you could solve in like 5 minutes, and you're like, "Oh, I'm a genius."
That's great.
Yeah, just keep rolling. No, everybody should play it. It's like $20. Buy it on sale maybe. It's pretty short, but
Yeah, it's one that I'd barely heard of either.
yeah, I only heard of it in a Game of the Year list.
Right. Yeah. It's majorly under the radar.
It was like Polygon's number 3 game, and I had never even heard of it.
Huh.
It's wacky, and it just proves people in power are all buttholes. I think that's the moral of the story. And this is the whole clicking words to add to a collection feels familiar, but I'm not sure from what. It's like Job, the mystery game.
Yeah. There you go. It is like Job. Completely.
Well, just gotta piece it together.
Just a little Jackbox.
That's another game that I don't have written on my Game of the Year list, but came out this year.
Yeah, I don't know I guess I didn't even write it down on my games I played. But yeah.
It was okay.
Oh yeah, it had that one game. That was great.
I already don't remember what it was.
No, science, non-science.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even. I
Something
really
like that.
don't remember it.
It was great.
Yep.
It was the one that made you do things like draw 50% between a Santa and a wrestler.
Oh right. Oh yeah, that was an incredible game. Yeah, non-science was it? Is that what it was?
I think so, something like that. Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite moments. For sure.
It's true, but it might not have even been the funniest game of the year. Because this year had Trombone Champ come out in it too.
Yeah.
That was probably the funniest game in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, no, actually, the funniest game of the year was Aperture Desk Job. But that's just... It's too short. It's what a criminally short fucking game. You shouldn't be allowed to make a game that short. Like, just when you think you're getting going, it's like it's over.
Huh. Yeah, maybe they'll make a full game out of it, though.
I want it. That would be cool. Because it sets it up like you get a job at Aperture and you're just testing toilets, and then things go sideways from there.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really amazing, and like you get to meet Cave Johnson, and it's so good.
Oh wow,
like,
that's cool.
Yeah, like that. It goes further and deeper into Aperture lore, and I loved the Aperture lore from Portal 2.
Yeah, McKinley.
Like
the Portal Company.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. It was the game they put out. Like Nintendo had Nintendo World and Wii Sports. It's the game that shows off the features of the Steam Deck.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's your number 4, right?
That's my number 4.
My number 4 was
It would be number 1 if it was a real game. Is the thing.
Well, my number 4 was TMNT Shredder's Revenge. That was a fun one.
Oh, that one was great.
Yeah, man, they just captured it so perfectly. I was just blown away.
Yeah. They captured the cartoon almost better than they captured the games.
Yeah.
They captured the games pretty perfectly. Like it was.
Yeah.
It was
So well
clearly
done.
made by people who.
And then that made me realize, that I already loved a game by that company, Flint Hook,
Oh yeah, right.
and that
That's
I already
weird.
owned 2 other games by that company that I was excited to play, and I still haven't played them, but I am excited to play them.
That that's so weird that they're the Flint Hook people.
Yeah, I know, right? They just do, like
Yeah.
old style. Really
Like
good.
I for sure would have thought TMNT was made by Way Forward, just because they're the people who make those kinds of games.
I know, right? But then, yeah, like it's these guys do too.
That's
Because then they
great.
made what was it?
Severance? No.
No, there's one that was like kind of like Gunstar Heroes, and there was one that was kind of with like a grappling hook. Oh, Steel Assault, that was that one, and
Oh,
Panzer
yeah.
Paladin, the other one that's kind of like
Right.
Buster.
Oh, and then there were the Mercenary Kings people too.
Ah, there you go. That was their big intro.
Yeah. That's where they got all their money from.
Well, that
Because
Curse,
it says,
Case of the Golden Idol was your number 2.
I thought it was Curse of the Golden Idol for so long.
I know. I always say that. Yeah.
It should be. But I guess there is no curse in the game, so I don't know.
Yeah, we put only the top 4 now. Top
Yeah.
4, 3, and I'm gonna reveal my 2.
Right. I did say what my number 1 was at one point.
Yeah.
That was unofficial.
Yeah, I just
I've also
jumped
said what
back
my
one
number-
because Grimpen was talking about his number 4, so I wanted to talk about my
Yeah.
number 4. I got jealous. But we'll quickly run through the rest of the list once we finish our top 3.
That's right.
Speaking of which, there's my number top 2 was Rogue Legacy 2.
Oh,
Gotta put it on loop. These things aren't on loop.
one of the.
Man,
I think there's only 2 games we share, or no, 3 games we share across our top 10 lists.
oh yeah, that sounds about right.
This Proteus and Vampire. So this is probably our collective game of the year in that case.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, might come as a surprise to people, but if you knew us and how much we loved Rogue Legacy 1,
It's true.
it wouldn't be
And this is
like
way better than Rogue Legacy.
it
1.
blows it out of the water. Yeah, it makes it
Yeah.
completely irrelevant.
Yeah, it really does.
Like it does so much more, and it like and so much fun stuff.
Oh, totally.
Like
Everything.
yeah,
Every class
so many
eventually
classes.
felt playable
that
and
are fun.
like not like a waste of time.
Yeah, exactly. And so many of them like I
Except-
actually enjoyed playing as.
Maybe the Dragon Lancer. That thing is trash.
Yeah, that's true. Oh wait, no, Dragon Lancer? That thing's great.
I didn't like the Dragon Lancer or the Gunslinger. Those were by my
Gunslinger
bottom two.
I did not like. That was hard.
If you didn't have to reload, that'd be one thing.
Did you see that there's like some video in this where I got a gun in one of my runs that was like that super gun that just shoots twice and reloads itself. But shoots
Oh, no.
3 bullets each time.
Interesting.
Yeah, I should have
That
put
does
like
seem.
numbers and the game names next to these 2.
I hadn't even decided. I still barely even have decided what my top 3 is.
Yeah, I just replayed it again last night to get some of this video, and it was so much fun. There's all the Christmas stuff is there right now. There's a bunch of updated stuff. There's a bunch of new.
Was the new character in
things.
there yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There was like new relics to get.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I did kind of feel like eventually I got, like, I had enough re-rolls and I just could always have great relics all the time. Like, I just knew the relics too well. And that's something that only just introducing new stuff to make me unfamiliar is the only way to fix it. Like,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you could make some disgustingly powerful builds in this game if you got the right stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's so much fun. Cooper asked how many
you have
hours
so
did
many
I think I put into it. Like it's like not that crazy, but all I've done is really beat it and played a little bit of the end game. There's still so much more I could play, but I'd still say probably 40 to 50 hours.
You see how much I've put in.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I forgot.
It says on Steam.
Yeah, Steam gave me my Steam like recap or whatever.
Oh
My
yeah.
replay. I only played 2 games.
Which 2?
Rogue Legacy 2 was 67% of my total play time.
Yeah.
I don't know where it says the time amount though.
I had 26 hours of Rogue Legacy 2 on PC, and then probably around that on Xbox as well. So
And
about 50.
Cuphead was the other game,
Oh, yeah.
which was great
Which
too.
that's also another big update that came out this year.
That's right, and I still want to I'm gonna go back to that as well and play that on my own at some point.
I would put my experience with Delicious Last Course above TMNT, I think, if I was ranking those two.
Yeah, interesting. I just don't really count it.
No, even though it's it counts more for me because most of that game I hadn't seen before.
Yeah,
so
that's
great.
true.
But yeah, that game's fucking great.
Knowing the kid is lucky to get something super overpowered, then immediately die to some BS. Yeah,
I mean, that's what happened.
That's what happened. That's a roguelike.
Yeah, I love it. But then also, a lot of those deaths are my fault because, of course, I'm going to keep taking the poison apple.
There you go. I just
every
did.
fucking time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that.
Oh, that's a
that
great
I'm
new
never
addition
gonna
too.
recover.
After those rooms, those
Yeah.
deadly fight rooms, you get an apple and a power, and a
Oh,
chest.
wow.
Yeah.
They were not worth doing. Basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Now they are.
Interesting.
All right. Well, we gotta take a quick break here,
Sure.
and then we'll come back with our number ones.
Whoa, and talk of our top 8, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Our other top 7.
Oh, what the? We're back.
Oh, I'm in the middle of a yawn.
Aw,
No.
adorable.
Oh, so adorable. Everybody, no one yawns but
Oh,
me.
thanks, McKinley. I got brand new water. Can totally
Brand new
rehydrate.
water, like glacier fresh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep drinking my banana milk.
I was bathing in the rain.
You can enjoy your fresh water.
Bathing in the
I'll have
clouds,
my
I mean.
banana milk.
But yeah, anyway, McKinley asked, I wonder if the DLC boss is harder in single player. Most things weren't harder are easier in single player in Cuphead.
Especially after we had become practiced up on those bosses.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I would think it would be actually easier. But
It's,
that boss was unique. I know what you mean,
that
McKinley.
boss, though, we did revived each other a lot of times.
And we had a whole system where you didn't have to pay attention to the I had to pay attention to turning the fire into water, into air.
That was a nightmare boss. That was the hardest boss, really. Yeah. But not as much in terms of gameplay as it was hard in terms of just wrapping my mind around what was happening.
Yeah, for sure. I know it took us. Yeah, like we had to look it up. It was so hard to tell.
Totally. And then even then you had to deal with the hardness, and then anytime it would switch to me when you died, I just die immediately.
That's right. Yeah, I remember the run we beat. It was perfect because like I kept dying, but you just kept saving me just long enough so that you didn't have to pay attention to the shifting.
It's a devious system.
Just before I get to my number ones here.
Whoa, yeah.
Let's just turn some different music back on.
Oh, yeah.
Bayonetta 3.
Whoa.
I just have a couple other
Bayonetta.
recaps.
Yeah.
Like, did you get your PlayStation recap?
I don't know. Where is that?
I don't know. It's online on your PlayStation account online.
I think I looked when McKinley posted his. I just don't know how to get to it anymore.
I played 209 hours.
How many?
209.
Oh, I was in the 5s. That's all that I remember. Trying to see.
17 hours played online. That's all I played online. It's crazy to think. And 3
Just
hours
navigating
in
through.
PlayStation VR.
Wow. I have to sign into this in some weird way. It's gonna be a moment.
Yeah, totally. My top game was Deathloop. I played 20 games total. My top game was Deathloop, then Returnal, then Ghostwire Tokyo, then Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Ghost Runner.
Oh.
That was the thing this year. I played a bunch of. Remember, I got PS Plus after when Stray came out.
Oh yeah.
And I played a bunch of games I missed.
My top 5 PlayStation games in terms of play. I played 50 games on PlayStation this year.
Wow.
Elden Ring, PS4 and PS5 was number 1.
Wow.
Then Returnal, then Hitman 3. That's crazy. I played so much Hitman 3. I can't believe it's there. Then Deathloop and then Ghostwire.
Crazy.
That's crazy because I borrowed Ghostwire for you for a week. I just ripped through it and then
Ghostwire was so weirdly addictive.
it was great and also so boring.
Yeah.
It was really weird. Yeah.
It's kind of the same way I feel about Vampire Survivors.
Oh yeah, totally.
They're kind of
a little. You have to pay a little more attention.
Since we're talking about Ghostwire, that's my number 5, and Vampire Survivors is my number 6. They're right next to each other because of that. They're both just so weird.
You know.
They both try and Ghostwire tries to do some cool things. I
Totally.
really loved how like you could get experience from exploring.
Right. It's cool, yeah. They needed to vary up the way you interacted with things. Instead of just looking around, I would push circle everywhere, or ping, whatever the ping button was, and just look for spirits, always.
Oh,
That's
it's the
all I
thing.
would do.
Spirits. That was
constantly.
the thing. It's just going for spirits. But then there was
But
like
it
all
just-
the different yokai and stuff, and
Yeah,
like there
but,
was
like,
some stuff in there.
it
but-
was rare that I was actually paying attention to how cool the environment looked, because it was just, I have to do these things so automatic. Like, this
But
is
that's
just...
it becomes so it's a brain dead game when because you just
Completely.
it's something really addictive about looking for those spirits though.
It's true.
It's like
and-
you just it's because you get one, you fly to one, and then you go, okay, where's the next one? Oh, there's one over there, and you fly to that one, and like you just each one's just within reach.
Yeah. Even though for the whole back half of that game, I had all the powers I wanted.
You don't
already.
need them. Yeah, you don't need them at all. That's the thing. It's totally it was a very strange game.
Very weird.
Lots of positives and lots of like
It was,
weird
it
choices.
was like an Xbox 360 game,
Kind of, yeah.
where you're
It feels
the
like
gameplay never changes.
it almost feels like a weird old FromSoft game or something, like
Yeah,
Otogi, except not hard.
Yeah. Although that's the thing, Otogi was brutal. This
Yeah.
game was not hard at any point.
No, I know.
Except for
I'm
maybe
just
the stealth
saying,
section where you don't have
there's just
magic.
the weirdness of it, and like the trying,
Yeah.
like just it's like so unique but not great.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's true. It's a weird fucking game.
Yeah.
It's and like I guess a lot of the problems with it are just problems with open world games. Where I just don't want to do 1,000 shrines or I don't need to find 15 of the broom type yokai. Just let me find like 3 and where
Yeah.
they're still exciting or something.
Totally. Yeah.
Crazy. It was it was a good one. It was in my top 10, but it got pushed out towards the end. It's at,
Yeah.
like 12 now. That was a dandy one.
Oh, yeah, that's all it really is on my PlayStation recap. But then we've got our Twitch recap.
Oh, interesting. Is that based on what we played?
Well, there's one for viewers, so like what we watched, which isn't much,
Not much.
and then there's one for streamer, which is what we streamed. We did 246 broadcasts.
Whoa.
3,000 hours was
Oh.
of watched video. 228 clips. 20,000 chat messages.
That's too many messages. I can't keep up.
And the top emotes were low, heart, happy robot,
Oh, yeah.
smile, heart, like dialogue box.
Oh, yeah.
And
Heart's
face
dialogue box?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one in our chat.
It's been used 127 times.
Wow. It's 127 times I
I
wasn't
think
paying
it's a
attention.
dialogue box. It's like a square with one corner shaved off and a little dot on the bottom.
Huh. Oh, it doesn't
Yeah, and then
sound
happy
familiar
face.
to me. Everybody loves a happy face.
Our top categories were just chatting. Rogue
Oh,
Legacy
yeah,
2.
classic. That was number 2?
Yeah, I played a lot of that on stream.
Interesting.
Hey, Lenny D. Yeah, McKinley's feeling generous. Well, we appreciate it, Tiny Observer. We get awesome
Holiday
numbers
sucked.
like that.
Oh, bad weather and COVID and everything's conspiring against me.
Oh,
The
yeah.
world decided that Grimpen needed to have a postponed
switch
Christmas.
some different music.
This, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about
don't
it that much. I'm interested in like how was the train?
It wasn't by Saskatoon that I stopped paying attention.
Right, that was the thing. Like you're like, oh, this is nice, or like you're not nice, but maybe
No,
you're interested in it, and then you got sick.
And then I had like a tickle that would never go away. Like it was ridiculous, and I'm like, well, that's fine. I probably
Was
just
that
have
like
a
day
cold.
one?
That was slightly before we left.
Right.
But then it was like on morning one, I was like standing there coughing, and then I couldn't catch my breath again. Like I was like,
Oh shit! So you were just you were already screwed before you
I
left.
was already screwed. I'm like, well, that's not normal for a cold. Time to take a test, and immediately it showed up as positive, which is weird because usually those things have to sit for a while.
Yeah.
How many times we've gotten it? I'm at 2.
I think just the one still for me.
There was one time in, I don't remember what year, right before COVID started, like right before it became a big deal, that I got sicker than I've ever been in my whole life. But it
Right.
wasn't really with COVID symptoms. But some of the symptoms were sort of COVID-y, so I just don't know about that.
Yeah.
Because that was before testing that was before anything happened.
Yeah,
So
I had
maybe
it.
3.
Lenny only had it once. Yeah, I only had it once in the summer when I was doing
Fucking
a
hate
show.
it. Oh my gosh.
The whole show got shut down. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
Cooper just got
were a
over his
part of an
third
outbreak.
time.
Yeah.
You work in it, but I think Cooper works in a restaurant. So.
Oh, it's unavoidable.
But you know, I don't think I ever got it from where I work. But I guess I have like a little booth. I can just kind of hide in the back, and I don't have to
That's
walk
true.
around.
Yeah, it's true. So I had like it's unavoidable in life as well. I feel like at this point too.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can get sick.
But here we go. Tiny's
Yeah,
never
Tiny
had it. So.
0, but that's probably She's
Well,
works from home and has been specifically trying to avoid it because
it's true. I was very
asthma.
fastidious about it, but then lately I completely didn't care anymore. Like beyond being as vaccinated as I can be, like
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Well, I just hope eventually I get good at catching my breath again, because that's no good. It's really,
that usually typos don't confuse me, but that one did confuse me.
It's a bar combo. He's got a bar combo.
It's like a bar combo, a tourist bar combo.
That's the thing. He's got a bar, but it's also a tourist bar.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
it was
gonna get you COVID.
1,000% chance of catching it there. Yeah.
So then you're so sick you got off the train in Winnipeg.
Yeah, and all of travel was.
You know
that's
what? It's
when the
probably
world
best you got off the
broke.
train because like didn't the rail system like shut down completely soon after
It is.
that?
Oh, that was after Christmas that happened.
Oh.
I think wasn't it like the 26th or 24th? I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I know it was like
Yeah.
people were mad.
Yeah. There was also a gas shortage.
But
at the
then
same
that was the
time.
thing. You couldn't fly out of Winnipeg because that.
No, I didn't want to because
Right.
we didn't even investigate that because I was testing positive.
Oh,
We
right,
both
of
were at
course.
that point.
Yeah.
So we didn't
Okay,
even
right.
investigate, even though I'm pretty sure you can if you just wear a mask. But like it just,
Right.
I don't know. But that was when everything was going wrong in the world as far as flying goes.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a gas
But
shortage.
you couldn't
and
rent a car
yeah, right, because
because that was happening. Is why that
right,
happened.
because
Like,
everyone
it's all one thing leads to another
starts trying to rent a car, and so then there's a gas shortage, and then
Yeah.
on top of
We
everything,
just happened to know somebody who had a family member there that was flying back. Well, no, I don't think they were gonna fly back.
right.
Yeah, I don't even know. But
And on top of
it worked
everything,
out.
you drove back through a blizzard.
Yeah, that's true. It was very snowy, very snowy. I don't know what makes something a blizzard.
Bunch of snow.
Just a lot of snow.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you made it.
I
It was a memorable trip.
the thing is, and now I'm not sick supposedly, but I still feel like absolute hell.
Yeah.
I might
I
never
don't know
get
how
over that.
works.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? There was a while I couldn't taste, but that came back pretty quickly after it went away, so that's good.
That must be so weird.
It was like, yeah, it was not great. For a while it was I could only taste spicy food, so I had really spicy food for a bit. But then that went away too, and then it's just like you just don't even feel like eating anymore. You're just like, well, I'm just gonna try and sleep. If you can turn it upside down, I don't know what Cooper's referring to.
You can what?
I will turn it upside down. I don't know what.
You can.
Tiny thought a blizzard was just noted as something that fucks with infrastructure.
Mm.
Huh. I like, okay,
Oh.
maybe just a whiteout snowstorm. I don't know. Like,
That's how you
it's-
tell
yeah.
if it's a blizzard. You turn it upside down. And if it sticks, then it's a blizzard.
You need someone to do drum roll or not a drum roll, but
Well, you need someone to explain the jokes first.
if I knew it was a joke, I think I would have gotten it.
Well, that's the tricky part. Yeah, it's hard with the delay on Twitch
Yeah,
to make jokes.
exactly. I think you should just be able to switch to Comic Sans when you're writing jokes.
Oh, yeah, perfect. That's perfect.
Font-based.
Yeah, then we
interpretation.
know. Then we know.
McKinley had COVID for about a month, and after it was
Yeah.
gone, he still felt super tired. Yeah,
Super tiredness seems to really come and go afterwards.
but not in a like, oh, I can sleep really well type of tiredness.
And yeah,
Just in a, oh, I just feel worn out tired.
yeah, like you said, you were talking about just like, going up and down the stairs. You were like out of breath and like dying. You had to sit down.
And I think that's probably getting better slowly. I just don't. I don't.
Totally. But it's like a really common thing though.
Yeah.
Seems to do whatever.
And it's one of those things when I'm better, I won't notice either. Like it'll just be like it never happened, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's true.
oh god, it's like when I messed up my shoulder. Like now I can't even imagine how it was to not be able to move my shoulder. Like how quickly the stupid body forgets. It was a bad December. It was just a bad December.
Cooper has so many mysterious things wrong with him that it's hard to keep track of.
Exactly. That's 100% right.
You guys could be in the Mysterious Pains Club.
Oh man, that's a cool club. We've got really, really comfortable shirts. They're not nice, but they're really comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if you want, you can get ones that are like really tight. That helps the pain.
Oh,
more.
it's like a compression shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I know people that swear by compression socks. Like
Oh,
they're
yeah?
way into them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently it feels real good.
Yeah, well, there's certain things, right? Like certain
Yeah.
diseases that it helps with too.
Totally. Well, and if I just want to make sure I don't get blood clots, I can just wear really tight socks.
When your toenail starts wiggling tiny, like of its own accord.
Oh. I remember when I must have been like 18 or 19, and I got mono, and I had a fingernail fall off because of it.
Oh.
And I remember my parents thought I was addicted to meth or something for a minute. Well, no, I thought they would think I was addicted to meth because I had a fingernail fall off out of nowhere.
Oh, a mysterious thing. I see.
Oh, yeah.
That
It's
is
very mysterious.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and then I remember a couple of years ago, just around this time, I smashed my finger and
Oh, yeah.
had to grow
Hand
my
and foot
finger
related
out.
trauma is terrible. And tooth related trauma, it's all these human bodies are too weak.
Yeah, pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Get
I
rid
need
of
to
them.
get an exoskeleton or something. That'll protect me.
Wait, what? You want to get your septum fixed But you fear you never wake up from a sleeping gas? What's wrong with your septum?
I've always loved anesthesia, so I'm not afraid of that.
That's just the thing under your nose, right?
Yeah. That's the thing that people get pierced with their thing. Yeah, what happened to your
Yeah, don't
septum?
do
Where do we
that.
not want to know?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put you in a computer time.
Well, put me in a computer too, please.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Before
The
that,
only-
you'll be able to augment yourself with computer parts.
Yeah, that's where it's tricky, because some people are going to hate me then. Whereas if I'm just in a computer, people won't even know I exist.
Oh, you can't breathe through your nose very well? Oh, that sucks.
Ooh, that's rough. A deviated septum, if you will.
Oh, that does suck. Yeah.
Interesting.
Just get it fixed.
Actually, I can breathe clearly through my nose for the first time in a little bit today.
Nice.
Which it's a nice
I was
feeling.
kind of sick. I've been sick this last week too.
Oh man,
I was hungover yesterday.
that's right. That's self-imposed sickness.
Yesterday, I was hungover and had to clean my bathroom after the plumber left it in a mess. Like,
Oh man,
it's all gross. It's terrible.
terrible.
Terrible thing.
As I think I cleaned my bathroom as well, out of solidarity, probably.
Oh, thank
Also, because being sick and having a dirty bathroom is just the worst.
you.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was your terrible holiday.
I mean, the holidays aren't over yet, which is why I'm a little worried.
You get worse.
It could still go bad. 2022's been a difficult time.
It's true. Yeah, 2023 is gonna be better.
Probably. It'll probably be more of the same.
Hilarious.
Exactly. The
Oh,
year
there's not
of
much of a
the
story. Just
raccoon.
it was just a family,
Drinking to excess.
lots of drinking. Yeah.
Oh, I would never. Just good old prayer for me, thank you very much.
Vinny D with the dancing beehive.
Golden poo. I think it's a poo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With like a bandana on.
That's true. But I mean, if someone had jittering poo, they should really go to the doctor.
That's a medical condition. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Or there's something alive in it.
Yeah. That's it for our Twitch recap, I think.
Nice.
Wait,
so our game of the year, according to Twitch, was just
we
chatting?
love just chatting so much. We're in the top 1% of all its streamers.
Well, it's chatters.
Wow.
Wow,
We love it so much.
it's true.
Well, that's
It's
fun.
the best. Yep.
Yeah, if it's gold,
So-
it's wet. If it's gold and jittering and wearing sunglasses and smiling, go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor. See, or go right to the proctologist, probably.
Yeah, any proctologist.
Probably not like an animal proctologist.
Just do it right.
Better
Whatever you
than
can
nobody,
see
that's
first.
true. But
Whoever's most instantly available. Or go see a witch doctor in that case.
I would love to, but have you tried finding a witch doctor in this day and age?
No, but I think once you poo little dancing golden poos,
Oh, the witch
it
doctor
gets
will find
easier.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's the thing. You might not want to get cured, actually, if that poo is made of real gold.
oh. But it's
You could
alive
make a
or
point.
something.
Yeah, living gold.
I don't know what's wrong with it. It's wiggling and smiling.
But, like, it's still worth the same amount of money as regular gold.
It might be worth more. I bet it's probably worth more to scientists than
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's priceless to scientists.
yeah. So we'll sell it to scientists.
But priceless... People who want priceless things very seldom pay what you want for it.
Oh,
But I'd sell them for their price in gold.
you gotta
Yeah, people who want
really, you
priceless
gotta
things, they want
really
handouts.
put them through the ringer. Like
Oh, yeah.
really hold it hostage.
You're never getting this golden poo monster until you
Exactly.
pay me well.
That's right, you damn scientists. I know you think
Fool
it's
me once.
priceless. But I want to know
Well,
how
I'm
much
putting a
you'll
price
pay.
on it. Yeah. Infinity
Oh,
dollar.
posture check. Thanks, Cooper.
Whoa.
Oh,
What was your number 5 game of the year?
okay, yeah, let's do those, and then we'll go do number 1 last.
Sure. Just to keep people in suspense.
Let's do some Proteus.
Proteus is your number 5? Oh, you're
No.
just changing the video, you mean? I see.
Oh, I already talked about my number 5 and 6. It was Ghostwire Tokyo, and then Vampire Survivors, and I already talked about 7, which was Proteus as well.
Wow. My number 5 is Teardown.
Oh
Which we
yeah, I
haven't
want to
talked
play
about.
that too.
I just thought it was going to be like a physicsy sandbox kind of game. And it sort of is, but it's actually a first person shooter where you're just a heist guy. And you go and break into places and steal their shit and have to escape. And it's
And
really cool.
That's fun. You
Like,
could
I
just
had no
escape
idea
like
what it
straight
was.
through any wall, basically.
Pretty much, well, as long as it's not concrete. And then as I've been ranking up, I have like explosives and stuff that I can blow into buildings. And yeah, it's you kind of can dig your way through to things. And like a lot of levels, like there's one where you have to steal 2 cars, and but each car is hooked up to a thing that'll call the authorities if you drive it off. So you have to like move the thing. Like one of the cars is on a boat, and you have to like drive through a harbor and like plow through a bunch of shit to get it like in an opportune spot to pull it off really quickly. And like it's just a lot of weird puzzle solving that you get to like. There's no right way to do it.
Right. Yeah.
Like you're just constantly just flying by the seat of your pants and smashing stuff.
And smashing stuff, and yeah, just charging your way through stuff.
Yeah, and it's got a weird. I haven't finished the story yet, but it feels kind of Hotline Miami-ish, where like you're just doing all these horrible things, and he doesn't seem to mind. I don't really get what's going on, but you're getting all these orders from your mom. It's really bizarre. Like you're destroying all these like poor people's houses so that a guy can have a bigger parking lot for his yacht. And like you're definitely the bad guy in this game. It's weird.
Yeah, it just sounds fun.
Totally. Yeah, just fun to smashy.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
then
like to
my
smash
number
stuff.
6 is Revita, which you played a little bit of to get video when it was in my top 3,
Right. Yep.
but that
I
fell
played it on
out.
the stream a
which-
little bit.
Yeah, it was a fun roguelike. It ended up being my roguelike of the year. Yeah, it did. So in that way, it's good. But it just it's a very vanilla kind of feeling roguelike, where there's not anything it does super well or anything like that.
Well, Cooper thought it was tear away for a second.
Oh no, it's tear down.
Tear down. I know. I should have done like a more of a list thing where I write things down.
That's true, but we didn't plan this too well.
Yeah, I know. I probably barely had managed to do the videos in time.
We should have just had a Google Doc we could both access, and we could fill it out as the episode goes on. And just have a video of the Google Doc. You're ridiculous.
This works.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm writing something.
And then my number 7 is Immortality,
Wait.
which was kooky.
We got 4 was tear down, right?
No, 4 was Aperture Death Job.
Oh,
5
right.
was
We did talk
5 was
about
Tear
that.
Down. Yeah. 5 was Tear Down. 6 was Revita. 7 is Immortality. And that one's also barely a game, just like Aperture Desk Job. Like, the only reason it ranks so high is because after quote-unquote finishing it, I just couldn't stop thinking about it for like a solid week. Like, it's so weird where the story goes in that game, where it feels like it's about nothing until it's about the craziest bullshit you can possibly imagine. Like, it's really wild. And, like, I really can't say more than that, because if you know what it is, it's not even really fun to see, probably. But, like, there's these characters in it called the Others, and they're so spooky and so weird that, like, And they're kind of in almost every scene in the game that you kind of have to like go over everything you saw, reanalyze. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
That
And to what point I don't even know. Like I didn't end up appreciating the story more by doing that. It just I don't know. I had to get it out of my brain.
weird. I like
A
that.
weird thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
Um,
Cooper tried to play Immortality, but it made him invent a new rule, which is if he can't tell if the game is a game within an hour, he stops.
No, it's not a game. Like, it's
Right.
it's a rewinding simulator. I don't know. It's really weird. It's got some really the three movies contained in it. Like you can't ever watch them chronologically, but all three feel like they could be real movies. Like they're well made and like well shot and sort of cool plots. It's weird, but it's insanely
It
boring.
looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it would be the worst streaming game. A, because there's a lot of nudity and a lot of licensed music, but like it's just inscrutable what you're doing at any time. And that's kind of like that's how her story played too.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
never.
know why
Yeah,
I
I don't know if
wasn't
I don't know if I want to play those kinds of those games or not.
Yeah. I never did Telling Lies. Maybe it's good.
It seems just like, I guess because I do like editing, it seems just like work.
Oh yeah, that's true. That would be not that cool, especially her story style. This one, it's got enough. Like it's sort of about movies as well and about storytelling. Like I think you would enjoy the story more than I did. Probably.
Definitely, this one
but
intrigues me more than any
yeah,
others. Yeah.
but it's fucking nonsense and it's hilarious. Like it's so ridiculous how up their ass they get with what actually is going on. But
Sorry, I was just writing all those down. Okay.
sweet, we've got lists on the sides of the screen.
Look at that. So professional.
It looks professional to me.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it intrigues me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I
it-
could put Ravita on my
that-
list of games that I've played.
Oh yeah, you played enough to rank it
Interesting.
at least.
Cool, just the late night interviews were cool in Immortality.
Totally. From the weird like Charlie Rose almost show, it was yeah. It was great. Did you see any of the late night interviews with the others, Cooper? Those were awkward and nuts.
Those are the guys that are just
Yeah.
sneaking around.
They're sneaking around. But sure, yeah. Let's just say that. Yeah, they're the others. They're the
But they're the ones you mean that are always in the background of something.
that are always there but never there. Yeah,
Right.
they're cool. It's I don't like having to be so vague about it, but being like it's what the others are is nuts and hilarious and worth probably playing the 6 hours just to see.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Wow.
My number 8 was The Legend of Chanding.
Oh, Chanding! I know that game.
It's quite a good game.
Yeah.
You know, like I was playing Trek to Yomi
Yeah.
on stream the other day, and the combat's good in that game, but it made me just think of Chanding and how good the combat is in that game. It's like way
Chanding
better.
just did it all better.
It had really good combat.
Oh.
It,
It looked really cool, except most of the footage I saw was of you fighting the last boss. So I've seen fight.
Yeah, the art style was awesome.
Yeah.
The fights were awesome. And even that last boss, it was annoying, especially the third form of it wasn't great.
Right.
But it was still, the boss was still pretty fun. The worst parts were the fetch quests.
Oh yeah.
Just the most flat out, obvious fetch quests of just literally bring this to this person, then bring this to that person, and then like.
Let's get rid of fetch quests in 2023.
Yeah,
That should be
I
what
felt
they
like
do.
it had been a while since I'd seen like such straight up fetch quests.
Blatant, just doing deliveries basically.
Yeah, and then the other, yeah, it just slowed down too much. There was like too much exploration, and yeah.
That's the thing. If they could have just kept breakneck pace with their cool action.
And it was pretty short too, so it was like
Oh, that's good.
it was good, but like when a good chunk of it was exploration and like fetch quests,
Oh yeah.
you felt like
It could have been a great, really short game.
yeah, if it had just been like all packed with action, it would have been fantastic.
Yeah. Be like playing a movie.
Yeah. It was cool.
Crazy.
I'd recommend it. I think it's still on Game Pass.
I think so. I think several of these are on these lists. Was Rogue Legacy on Game Pass? No, it wasn't, was it?
No, I don't think it was.
Huh. Alright, my number 8 is Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Apparently the game I played the most this year.
That's
which
a
is
big one.
ridiculous. It was really good, but
I've been drinking too much water, so I just need to zip off for a second.
Oh yeah, I'll just keep talking about
I'll
Elden
just
Ring.
zip
while
right
you're-
back.
Oh boy, you should just get a bucket. Then you don't gotta go anywhere. I feel like Elden Ring could have been higher, but I just got a little bored of the whole FromSoft formula as this was going on. Like the bosses all fight just like Dark Souls 3 bosses, like where there's too many insane fake outs on every attack, where like they saw how everyone played Dark Souls 1 and were like, well, we're just gonna make it 4 parry players, and that, I don't know, it just felt a little too boring. So the reason I loved it was because the exploration was out of this world good. It was so fun to ride around that world, and everything was so well laid out, where like kind of like Breath of the Wild, where you'd go to one place and you could always see the next place you wanted to go to. But it turns out the next place I wanted to go to was always just a cave where I was fighting a boss that I'd fought 15 times before to get a piece of armor I was never going to wear. So the exploration was literally, the only purpose was to see things. Because the rewards the game was giving me weren't worth it.
Right.
But the things I saw
And the
were
fights
fucking cool.
Weren't
The
that
fights
fun?
weren't worth it.
Right.
No, they're too samey at this point.
See, that's the problem.
maybe-
That's my problem with all of FromSoft's games.
And I think Sekiro broke that in me, where Sekiro felt different enough. They were doing something new and cool, and then to go back to just dodging behind a guy
Right.
and
Spinning
and just hitting him in the butt as much as I can, and waiting for him to telegraph attacks that I can punish. Like
Yeah.
it was weird.
Yeah.
But then
I can see that.
it's the coolest open world. Like I'm playing Breath of the Wild now, and I think that Elden Ring's open world is better than the Zelda one
Interesting.
in terms of just like Zelda had it too, where there was just always you'd see something you wanted to do everywhere you went.
Yeah.
This has that just as well. If not
Zelda
better.
always just
But-
amazed me too, how they could hide things in plain
Oh, yeah.
sight. Like if you looked a little closer, you'd suddenly
Yeah.
see a puzzle there that you didn't know was even there.
Oh, that's true.
Just
There aren't any hidden
the
puzzles in
environment.
Elden Ring. There's like 3 dungeons that have hidden puzzles in Elden Ring. Otherwise, it's all pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's cool too. I don't mind that though, actually.
It's great.
Yeah,
and
interesting.
It would definitely be the one you'd like the most of those games, just because you can get past the point where you have to fight like a Dark Souls game. Like you can just be powerful enough that you can just stomp through things.
I was thinking of it. I remember when it came out because I decided after playing whatever I played last of the From games that I just can't play them like an action game. I have to play them like a RPG, and I should play them a mage.
Mage is the most accessible way to do it.
Yeah, and they always seem really powerful, and like there's that. Like, I remember seeing a video where they're like guys like things you can summon to fight for you, and so
Oh yeah, that's great in this.
there was a
one,
guy
so
that
you
just
can-
like sat down and like all his things fought the whole battle for him.
Yeah.
Because he was just like
Yeah,
strong
they're so
enough
hilarious.
to So
It's
that's probably
totally,
how I
like-
try to play it, is something like that where it's just simple.
You're more of a support character who's just
And I can just explore, and make
Yeah.
it just about the exploration.
totally.
I would have played it if
If
I
it was
had-
accessible the whole year.
if I didn't have to pay for it. If it was on Game Pass or something.
That's the thing. It's once DLC comes out, I'll probably have to reinvest, but I don't know. I don't know what it could add that would really get me going. Juice my ghoulies or whatever.
Stuff to do.
Make it more like Sekiro. Maybe Armored Core is what I want. That'll turn
Maybe.
out great. Yeah. Crazy.
Number 9.
I can do my 9 next because we talked about both my 9 and 10 already.
Oh, sure. Let's do it.
My 9 is Rogue Legacy 2.
Hey, right.
Hey, it's the game we're watching right now. I loved it. It was very fun.
So good.
Yeah, I don't know what else we can say about it. The pirate class was pretty cool.
Yeah, another interesting thing is one of the relics you can get just makes it makes the Halloween costume pieces
just
come
what-
back.
That's cool. So there'll probably be one for Christmas after the Christmas time.
Yeah, exactly. And they're kind of fun.
I like that.
The zombies have like Santa hats on. That's fun.
It was great. I saw a skeleton that had a snowman head.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah. And then like we talked a little bit about it, there's going to be like a bigger update. Apparently the whole new class coming soon.
Yeah, soon too.
Next year.
Exactly. But I'll be busy with Hitman by then.
Great. Yeah, the rogue version of Hitman.
Exactly. I might not need to get another game next year if that one's good enough. I'm so excited for it. It's crazy. Like, I'm definitely more into that than I am into the next Zelda.
I hope it. Yeah, I hope it's good.
I still can't believe. It's the playtest was out and people have played it and it is good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I just remember that.
Yeah.
The one time they launched their DLC, it was just.
Oh
shaky.
yeah, it could be a
Just
nightmare
all glitchy
mess.
and
That's
stuff.
true. Yeah, that's true. I was saying something and I forgot what it was.
Oh. What, Hitman?
Nice. Hitman. Oh, I still can't believe they're making a James Bond game.
Oh, yeah. It's
It's
perfect.
the most perfect thing.
Yeah.
It's like the people who made the TMNT game getting to do it. Like, it's nice when things line up just right.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Whoa.
It's perfect.
So what was your number 9?
Styles best. Oh, you're going to do 10 too.
Oh, I can do 10 too. Sure. It's
Yeah.
Vampire Survivors.
There you go. Yeah, because we talked about it.
Yeah. It's
So,
great.
yeah,
We
interesting.
played
Those
it
are
on
the two
Steam a little
games
bit.
that I feel like early access wrecked for you.
Kinda. Yeah, probably. Vampire Survivors, I think, as good of a time as I could have had with it, though. It's just I had that earlier.
What do you think? Yeah, maybe.
I-
I don't know. I
probably.
guess you don't know what you're
Yeah,
missing.
it's impossible to say, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Rogue Legacy for sure did.
Yeah.
But, I don't
Yeah.
think... I think if I
Weird.
hadn't played Vampire Survivors and I was playing it now, I would have gotten about as far as I got the first time now.
Oh, yeah.
I've been like, okay, I'm done with it, yeah. Because I played 35 hours of that. I played a
I think
lot of that.
there's way more characters, I think, too.
There was 30 when I played it.
Oh.
There was so many.
Well, it's just weird. I don't know. I don't know at all, but it's
Yeah,
it's just
I
weird
know.
that there was only 3 levels.
It's true.
So there were
yeah.
tons of characters, yeah.
It was all about beating it with every character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think-
And getting...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have all the characters or not, I guess, either.
There's some that are you have to enter a code to get, and there's some that are
Oh.
really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Roguelikes.
No. Well, then, like, it's not too bad in this, because the one that you have to enter the code for plays in a weird way, too. Like, it plays totally differently, and, like, it's kind of more of a joke character. But I still had to beat it with that fucker.
Cooper says we should try to decide what our top 5 would be using both of our lists. We did that with Dead Game of the Decade. We did a mutual list.
Like, actually, I think averaging things out, Proteus and Rogue Legacy are probably equal. They're 1 and 2 for sure.
Yeah.
And then probably Vampire Survivors, just because it's on both of our lists.
Yeah. And then...
Even though it's low on both of our lists.
Prophecy, yeah. I guess Ghost Wire.
I don't know. I guess.
Ghostwire
Ghostwire doesn't feel like a top 5 kind of game.
It would be in the
me,
top
but
10, yeah, somewhere.
Yeah. It's fine in the top 10 for sure. I don't know. Like Tunic would probably make our top 10.
Well, Tunic, speaking of Tunic, does make my top 10.
Oh, there you go. It would for sure make our top 10 then. Would it make? It might make our top 5 even.
I really, really didn't like the combat, and that's
Right.
a big deal for me in most games.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't. I didn't want to take it off just for the instructions thing alone. It was so
It's
cool.
super cool.
Just the idea of it alone was just a joy to experience. And I also like it got way too deep, like Fez, where I just like don't care about.
Oh, doing like the golden path. Was,
all that stuff is just like okay.
Yeah, and it kind of felt like I
Whatever.
wasn't getting everything if I didn't do that. Also,
A little bit,
I
yeah.
felt like I was missing out. Yeah.
It definitely, yeah. I felt a little like something was missing,
Totally.
but
Uh,
very cool. That the instructions thing was just so cool.
I would love it if other games would do it, but then it's kind of, now that it's been done, you kind of can't really do it again and have that impact, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. You'd start just
It
trying
was-
stuff.
Yeah,
See if you could do it.
exactly. If they could have just put the Death's Door combat into Tunic, it would have been a lot better.
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
Man. And then my number 9 was Midnight Fight Express.
Oh, yeah.
What's the action games this year?
Is your list all action games except for Vampire Survivors?
I guess in
think so.
Tunic, yeah.
And Tunic, I guess, yeah. That's a puzzle game, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, most games are action games, I guess, but...
It was just
Very
as a shocker,
action-oriented.
Midnight Fight Express. You didn't like it?
I only saw you
It's
play it,
enjoyable.
and it looked fun. It looked, yeah.
I had
Pretty cool.
like a runner-up would be, I guess, Trek to Yomi,
Oh, yeah.
Curse to Golf,
Yeah.
and Trombone Champ.
Yeah, Trombone Champ is fun.
That would be on both. That would be on our mutual list.
I think it would, for sure. Even though we basically just had an hour of fun with it, and that's it.
Yeah,
Like, it's just, yeah,
totally.
that's fine. Weird West is very close to being in the top 10 for me.
I still want to play that. For sure.
And then, based on what I've played of Strange Horticulture, I think that would probably make it in there. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what else. Like, Brotato was really good, but it was just... It's a Vampire Survivor, like... Or, what's that? Yeah, Vampire Survivor is the name of the game, yeah. So it's not the best. And Curse to Golf, man, those fucking holes were just too long.
Yeah.
And,
And it was too, it was a little too... Like, I beat it in like 2 runs.
oh, yeah. It's true.
It's too... We felt weirdly balanced, yeah.
And the It Takes Two award for game that I fucking couldn't stand is High on Life. I finished High on Life,
Oh, wow.
and I hate that game. I just hated it by the end so much. I mean, I don't know. It just made me irrationally angry as I was going.
That's
Which
great.
is, yeah, I really like that big single-player first-person shooters still get made, so I'm
Yeah.
happy it exists. But fuck me, ugh, I'm just so done with Rick and Morty type things.
Trek to Yomi's Cooper says Trek to Yomi felt a little bit too student made. Yeah, a little bit. It was like they just had such an awesome idea for an aesthetic, and that's all they really had. The combat was
It makes
fine,
great-
but it wasn't
It's got
like
great screenshots.
oh, the screenshots are some of the shots are amazing.
Yeah.
That was the thing, and I just love old samurai movies, so it really appealed to me.
Totally.
But ultimately, it was just so repetitive.
What was the combat in Trek to Yomi? Was it like parry based or was it just straight action? Like
There was a parry button, and what was interesting, but it just didn't work in practice, was if you like parried and attacked at like the same time. You had to like basically do it like almost at the same time. You could get like a good counter in, and you could still do a counter if you did it slightly off, but it was just that was weird. And then one of the most annoying thing was that forward was like a jab, and
Right.
you're just constantly pressing forward to like move forward. So you're just constantly doing this jab that took so long, so like by accident over and over again. But then what I did like is like if you held down or up, you would like do like really quick attacks, and you could just be like and like hit them like 3 times really fast, and they'd just be dead.
That's great.
But it got just really frustrating too. Cooper says to put that in it feels like they put that in at the very end to save it, the aesthetic. Yeah, exactly. Or came up with the idea of the game around the aesthetic and just had never came up with anything else.
Like a good game in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Was the game all black and white?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
All
cool.
film grainy.
I like the commitment, but
Yeah, it looked great too. It looked so good. I just beat it like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, Midnight Express it was like Hotline Miami, but worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's kind of teardown too.
Anyway, we should really get to our number ones.
True. Classic games, both of them.
Because we don't have,
It's true. We don't have an infinite
We've
amount
been
of
listening
time
to
left.
this music for so long.
Oh man, my number one game had such good music in it.
It did. I liked the music that I grabbed for it.
Nice. Actually, I think your number one game had some good music as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Johnny asked if we
Yeah.
ever considered putting some Twitch clips together for our YouTube project, you mean? Wait, what?
You've made like a YouTube clip reel before.
Yeah, I made some clip reels.
Yeah.
And
There's
there's
some
more,
pretty good
more that
ones,
I'm meaning to make for sure, yeah.
This is my game of the year.
It's your game of the year? That's crazy. I mean,
Tiny
like, it does look really fun, but I kind of got the same vibe Cooper was talking about as like a student. It felt kind of student made.
Interesting. I've beaten it like 3 times now. I do
want to play it. That's the thing.
It's just a fun to walk around simulator.
I was gonna say the main draw for me, just wanting to play it, is that you're tiny in a big world.
Oh yeah, person big world is such a fun aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also got just spot on 3D platformer controls.
That's nice. Yeah.
Like, it just everything operates how you'd want it to, and it's all quick and snappy and.
Tiny King Hypers. I feel like Tiny. Did you play this game, or I don't know if you played it, but I would say, even if you haven't, like this, I just know at least this and Stray would be a couple of your favorite games of the year.
Oh yeah, totally. Absolutely. I wish I liked Stray more than I did.
And this was like I said at the time, like this game is super delightful.
Oh yeah. It's true. It
Music's great.
It loses a bit at the end when it tries to be like
Yeah.
quote, unquote,
Yeah.
but
Totally. Yeah, it tries to get all serious with its story.
Should have just kept being dumb about a weird tiny space boy investigating a house.
Yeah, the 2D, 3D visuals work great, as Cooper says. Yeah. The 2D characters in the 3D space.
The surfboard feels so good.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you just go
nice.
quick and,
Yeah. I love that you could use your binoculars while on it too.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah,
it is one of those things. Like any other year, this is not my game of the year.
Oh, totally.
It's just this one.
Yeah.
There's nothing it does badly in my mind.
No,
because of that, it's a winner.
Yeah. It's like it looks like it controls great.
Oh, I love
Yeah, it's just
and
it's
the
just
music
kind of
is
mindless.
so good.
It reminds me of Ghostwire in the way it's just like, oh, there's another golden nugget over there.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
just go
go get that nugget.
The thing, and you just do one after the other. Yeah, and you just.
In that way, it's closer to a Banjo-Kazooie for ridiculous collectibles.
Yeah.
Like there's everywhere you go is just about collectibles. But then maybe Ghostwire is a Banjo-Kazooie like.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It has that hook of it, that collectible hook for sure.
It's true. Ugh.
Oh,
you know what the worst thing in Ghostwire is having to go back to that fucking phone every time.
Yeah, it's so dumb that you can
So
only carry
stupid.
so many. I know. So weird.
And arbitrary. Yeah, they're paper dolls.
Yeah.
Like
Whoever wants to try Ghostwire is gonna wait for it on Game Pass. Yeah, it will definitely come out on Game Pass for sure.
It's totally
It's
worth
awesome.
playing on Game Pass.
Is what?
It's a perfect Game Pass game in my
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just weird.
Yeah. Totally.
Um,
Tinykin. It was on sale on the PlayStation, and I just bought it because I wanted to play it again, and it was so fun going through it a second and third time.
That's awesome. And it's just kind of like actually, you know what it kind of reminds me of like too is same reason Metroid was my number one like last year. It's just like blissful. It's just it's just a genre you know so well, and you can just like it's just like video game heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah, you just drool and play a game.
That's my life. Tinykin is also on Game Pass, Cooper says. Yeah, that's how I played it the first time.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about our top 3 this year is we played them all on stream. That doesn't happen often.
That's true. I mean, only half of Case of the Golden Idol is viewable for me, but
yeah.
But it happened.
But yeah, you played. Actually, I didn't get any video, any special video for Tinykin. I didn't have time to play it, so this is from our playthrough on stream.
It's great. It's also every level has such a cool like exploration soundtrack, and if you go inside like a bookcase, it completely changes the mix. Like it changes what instruments are coming in. Like it's a really cool adaptive soundtrack.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's not super unusual amongst 3D platformers because they definitely took that from Mario games. But
it's great.
It always feels good. Yeah.
Yeah, and the music in general is just awesome.
Totally.
Yeah, speaking of awesome music and game we played on the stream, my number one.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Halo Infinite. Oh no, it's Kirby.
Oh, whoops! I just started it.
Big suck mode is such a great thing.
So weird. This game was really weird, actually, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Remember when you start finding out what happened to this world, and it's like animals became sentient or something, and like.
Oh,
remember the lion was the boss of the game, and like the final form of him is like a giant wall of goo.
Interesting.
Like it got fucked up in the end, and hard.
Kirby's got to be fucked up. Look at him. But like probably easy to beat, right? Hard to do everything.
No, the actual bosses got really hard. I don't know.
Interesting.
I can't remember. Like I think even the first time through, it got kind of hard. But then there's just a whole second playthrough.
Right. That's cool. I love that video when he sucks up the car. It's so good.
Yeah.
I also love it when he sucks up a barbecue.
Yeah.
All the big things. The satellite dish.
Yeah. The traffic cones. And
Yeah. They're so
there's
good.
one. Yeah. The rings.
Oh yeah, the rings. That's disgusting. That's so gross. It's so good.
Oh fuck! Cooper's gonna redeem more fucking cursing for our number 5 goddamn
God
ones.
fucking damn it. Kirby needs more.
Oh,
Goddamn
this game was
cursing.
so goddamn good.
Weird. I don't remember the weird rolling ball puzzle. That's funny.
What fucking puzzle?
It's like one of those. Rolling
Oh
ball
yeah,
things.
you don't remember that? That was the stupid. That's like one of just the mini games that are always.
Oh.
There's that other stupid shit game.
Oh yeah, there's the stupid.
That one was
other
kind of
fucking
fun though. The
Right.
meal serving
Food
one.
serving.
I did them. I went back and did them. I got all the fucking cards now except for the ones I need to beat the arena for.
Oh, crazy.
And I'm still
Some good
waiting.
fucking shit.
I think I could beat the arena now by myself, but I'm still waiting for
You do a
fucking
co-op?
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I honestly think it'll probably be harder with me in it.
no, I don't think so. I don't think you can really get in my way.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah. And you have the fucking Morpho Knight. Oh, wait. Cooper renamed no cursing.
No. Oh. The flippin' Morpho Knight.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like, that suit's insane. Yeah, I think you didn't even see it because it
I
was
don't
like,
think so. Yeah.
like, maybe like I can't remember there was like a whole series of bosses at one point that are like all optional. Like the end game of that was just crazy too. How much game there was there, and like I said, it got so hard.
Like every level had a challenge to beat every boss without getting hit.
Yeah, there was a couple of
stuff
those.
like
Yeah.
that.
Oh god, yeah, those were some nightmares. Yeah, it was one of the hardest games of the year.
That's nuts. It's like I remember when Donkey Kong whatever Tropical Freeze came out, and it was also on all those lists for being just brutally
That
fucking
game-
hard.
Yeah, that game is pretty
And I
hard to get.
I just can't even believe it, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot in this game that is easy too.
Right.
But
yeah.
The more you,
It is a
the
kid's
deeper
game
you
when it
go,
comes down. The base part is, yeah.
the deeper you go, yeah, hard. Man, it gets hard, and it goes way deeper than you expect. Like I said, there's basically a whole second game.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's like a negative zone of every level. Cooper wanted to rebuy a Switch just for this. Yeah, it's funny. Hey, like this got so much hype when it came out, and then nobody seems to really remember it that much. But
It's the Kirby
for
way.
me, nothing. Like I was expecting something else to kind of top it, but nothing did. I can't believe how perfectly they captured Kirby in 3D.
It's
How-
one of those things like,
Well, it plays.
yeah.
Like
I could see you liking Bayonetta 3 more by this time next year, but
yeah,
what Kirby represents
possible.
kind of is more of a big deal than
yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it is
it was such a
translation, so
triumph
it's never been done
for him. Yeah, and like it's just. I remember when I was doing it on stream, and it was the same feeling when I picked it up recently to get some video of it. As soon as you pick it up, it's just like, oh, this feels great. It just feels fun to control.
Yeah,
There's something about like they did there's all these little touches that make it just sharp. It just feels sharp
True.
to control. Yeah.
Well,
Hopefully,
these are
I kind
as
of hope
close
there's a
as
sequel to
It's
like
true.
another
Oh.
3D Kirby game.
There will be eventually, I'm sure, but probably not on the Switch 1.
But like
Whatever.
this game.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a direct sequel with all the same powers, just double.
Just keep leveling them up?
That's what.
Or
Well,
you mean new powers?
new powers. I want. That was
Oh, I see.
That's my only disappointment with it, was that there was only. I mean, there's
That's
still a
going to be a...
decent amount of powers, but their whole idea was that they had different levels instead
I'm
of.
never going to be satisfied with the amount of powers in a Kirby game.
That's well, not necessarily. They'd have to have a lot though. Yeah, to satisfy.
Right.
You give me like 40, and I'm good.
Yeah. Make it like the Smash Brothers roster.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, just do it. Everyone is here.
Oh, yeah.
Is every power from every Kirby game.
I think we went over a list of every power from every Kirby game.
We
when
did,
played.
and like there's
Yeah.
a lot that are unique to just 1 or 2 Kirby games. So it'd be
Totally.
awesome to just have
Yeah,
every
it'd be
power
really
in a game in a Kirby game. But yeah, with this they had like less powers, but each power had like different tiers. And
Right. Yeah,
which
that's neat, but...
It was fine.
it's
Yeah,
not the
exactly.
same.
It was
Yeah.
neat, but I just want now just do that again with a whole new set of powers and keep these
Yeah.
ones as well.
And just make the Get campaign a 3D Great Cave offensive.
Oh man, they Nintendo just and HAL Laboratory, they don't know what they got with 3D with Great Cave Offensive.
It's true. It's tragic.
How amazing that game was, and how it should be it should be a template for lots of games.
It was an open world Kirby game.
Yeah. What a cool
Yeah.
idea.
Totally.
And yeah, totally based on exploration and just environmental.
Using your powers to get to new places. It was, I guess, more of a Metroidvania, probably.
Yeah.
Really
it's like
leaning into
environmental
Kirby powers for a
puzzles.
Metroidvania would be really cool.
Man. Yeah, I remember I've been on this rant before, but that's what Smash Bros. Single player should have been.
Oh yeah,
It's Great Cave
Smash Bros.
Offensive.
is a Kirby game already.
Exactly. And make it so that
So
certain
wow, that looks
treasures,
cool. That's sand area.
certain treasures are what?
You were in like a sand area that looked amazing.
Oh, I know. Sometimes this game looked so beautiful too.
Right.
Like it would just
Yeah,
really
it does.
turn on the
Compared to Bayonetta.
fancy lights. Yeah. Cooper hopes it gets re-released on the next console. What, this game? Yeah.
When is this next console gonna come?
I mean, I don't know. It's like Nintendo, based on the Switch. Although I was gonna say
Everybody's
based on the
still
Switch,
buying the Switch.
they love re-releasing things. But
Yeah.
part of that I think was because the Wii U was such a flop. They had so
Right.
much to that nobody had really played.
It's also only recently, like in the past 6 months, I've started seeing people bitching about the Switch not keeping up anymore.
Oh yeah,
Like, it feels like that's happening now.
Yeah,
But-
it's true. Yeah.
So maybe it's coming, but I don't know. People still buy the Switch for so many people that, like, I don't know. Maybe it'll never die. Maybe this is their Game Boy now, and they're just gonna make another console that's totally different.
I mean, it's weird. Nintendo does seem often fine to like just sit on something until it stops making money.
Sure, because all their games look great.
Yeah.
Because they've got really good art design. It's everyone else's.
Yeah, and they're
So,
just great at like utilizing small
yeah.
space. Yeah, Cooper says it's crazy you can buy a Series S now for less than a Switch.
It's true.
Like it's
You can buy a Series S now
nuts.
for less than a Wii U, which is ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but that's yeah. That actually doesn't surprise me.
The Wii U
Wii
never
U's-
went down in price.
Wii U's gonna be collectible.
Especially like
It was
good
such a
working
flop.
ones for sure.
Yeah, because it was such a flop.
Wacky.
Yeah, last gen console, especially in Series S. Yeah.
Series S feels wrong though too. Like it feels like you're cheating to get the new gen of systems. It's great for how cheap it is.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's true.
But then it now that I have my PS5 and a Steam Deck, like I only play what we're playing on Game Pass on there now. Like I don't use my Series S much anymore.
Right. Yeah.
It's missing out. Although then maybe they put another big Game Pass game out there. I'm calling it that. It's just High on Life is not that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, like Starfield's not too far away.
In theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And isn't Zelda in like 2 months?
No, I think it's like May, isn't it?
Oh, maybe. Sure. Then Redfall's in the first half. Diablo's in June.
Oh yeah, right. Redfall. Could be
Hogwarts
interesting.
Legacy's in February.
Yeah, could be interesting. That's been on like my maybe list, I think, for
Exactly.
like the last 3 years.
It's a strong maybe.
Same with Forspoken.
I'll never be interested in that nonsense.
I've finally shown a lot more stuff, and it's
Right.
so pretty.
People liked the demo, but change your name. I'm not buying your game.
You know, did you ever see the trailer for Exo Primal? Or know what
No.
that is? It's like a Capcom game. People were mad because they thought it was going to be a Dino Crisis adjacent.
Oh,
Which, I mean, they might as well have made it. It doesn't, but it doesn't seem to have anything to do with Dino Crisis. But it's like, I just remember the trailer was hilarious. It looked like, kind of looked like EDF with dinosaurs.
oh yeah, it's sort of yeah.
I just remember like a
EDF
spacecraft
in-
like dumping dinosaurs. Like,
Yeah, the big orb ship from Destiny dumping dinosaurs.
yeah, exactly.
and people,
literally,
the characters
like,
from Anthem are
Hundreds
fighting
of
them.
dinosaurs.
Weird.
And yeah, I was just like, this could be good if it's just stupid fun, just shooting dinosaurs.
Sure. But like, also, we should get a new EDF at some point. You'd think. That's got to show up someday.
Yeah, totally.
if
It was,
the
I think
series
it was
is
supposed to come out
done.
this year, wasn't it? But it must have been
Like
delayed.
World Brothers came out or whatever, and no one
too.
cared.
Yeah, but they announced World Brothers and I think
Right.
5 or whatever at the same
Or
time.
6.
Or
I think
6.
6.
I think it might have been 6. Yeah. Forspoken's
Uh,
Marvel-esque dialogue drives Cooper crazy. I haven't listened to much of the story, but the story always didn't look great to me. That was definitely a worry. What always
Yeah.
intrigued me about it was just the fluidity of everything, the combat and the movement and traversal is just really like fluid and pretty.
Cool. Square does have some fancy animations.
But speaking of dinosaurs and shooting them,
Oh,
you see it that this is not even about gaming, but you see the trailer for a movie called 65,
oh yeah.
and it's like Adam Driver lands on Earth with like they're looking for a new home, but it's like 65 million years ago,
Totally.
so he has to fight dinosaurs.
Survive. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, but they're totally gonna be like, oh, we can actually survive on this planet. We just need to get rid of the dinosaurs. They're totally gonna like somehow get back into space and cause the extinction of the dinosaurs. Like they'll just blow up Earth.
Just a cyclical thing.
They'll just blow up Earth and be like, yeah, we'll get back to like when all the dinosaurs are dead, we'll come back and live there.
It's horrible, but you're probably right.
That's totally how it's gonna end. Yeah, they're gonna cause
Yeah.
the extinction
That's real
of
dumb.
dinosaurs. Anyway,
That's funny. Crazy.
random tangent, but also, yeah, a couple games I really don't know much about, but I'm intrigued by, like Pragmata and Wo Long.
Oh, that's a Souls-like, I thought, isn't it?
Whoa,
Or is it a Ninja Gaiden-like?
I think it seemed like it was closer to Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, it's Team Ninja,
Right.
but I know they do like Neo these days, which is more like Souls.
Yeah. So it's somewhere in the middle.
Oh yeah, and Pikmin 4. So there's
yeah.
I think there's 2 Switch games I'm excited about next year.
Impressive.
Yeah, there's 2 this year.
That's the Nintendo way.
That's
2
how
a
it
year
is.
will keep you
I used
trading in
to
your
get
system.
so many more Nintendo games every year, but these days there's just not that much for me.
It's like the
It
N64
gets me
years.
excited. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Just gotta get by on their, and luckily the ones they put out are good.
That's the thing.
Except like, you don't care about Splatoon.
No, exactly. Or Pokemon,
Yeah.
like
ARMS.
Xenoblade.
Yeah. So there's a big chunk of their stuff that it just misses you completely.
For sure, like yeah. Like I think Splatoon and Xenoblade and Pokemon were their 3 big games this year,
Right.
and Kirby, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and of course Silk Song will come out next year for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it will finally.
I think that Judas is supposed to come out next year. That could be great.
Oh, that'd be great. That's crazy. If
Yeah.
it comes
Atomic
out.
Heart also looked cool all along, but I don't know.
What's that? Oh, Atomic
It's
Heart.
like-
I think
Yeah.
will be cool.
It might be. It might just be nonsense. Too,
That's why. Yeah, I think that's why it's gonna be cool. It's just gonna
okay,
be
yeah, fair.
bonkers.
Totally. I'm not seeing much else that really gets my gibbles rustling. Skull and Bones. I don't know. Pirate games can be good.
Yeah, but that's like Duke Nukem Forever territory.
Pretty much, yeah. I thought it had been canceled, actually.
Yeah.
Weird.
McKinley's the milkman. His milk is delicious. Still gonna
Don't
make that
trust
sound
McKinley's
alert.
milk.
Still gonna make
Does
that
never.
some new. I gotta make some new sound alerts.
Whoa.
Gotta do it.
Whoa. Oh, and then Alan Wake 2 is supposedly in 2023.
Oh really? Wow.
According to this, I don't know how accurate that is, but that's one I'd be
surprising,
interested
but-
in. Yeah. I just want them to hurry the fuck up on Alan Wake 2 so they can start working on Control.
Or the shared universe game.
Yeah. Alan Wake is not too interesting compared to their other
Well,
stuff.
you never know now though. Things might be a little slicker.
really
He might
linked,
control a
yeah.
bit more like Control. Although it's supposed
That's
to be more
true,
of a
too.
survival horror game.
Yeah,
not
it's
an
more of a
action game.
spooky. A spook 'em up.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe all the great games were
Will
delayed to
come out.
2023.
They'll all come out and they'll all be great.
They'll all be great. We'll be like, wow, they're one of the best years ever.
Yeah. But then something totally random will end up being our game of the year, like RoboCop Rogue City.
That'd be great. I would love that if that turned out to be your game of the year.
Totally, that would be so cool.
It's just like you can't unarguably incredible game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, why doesn't that ever happen out of nowhere?
Yeah. It kind of does this year. Sometimes, like,
It'd be like if Mortal Shell or whatever ended up being as good as Elden Ring.
it's like,
Like-
remember like that Middle Earth game or whatever, Shadow of Mordor?
Oh, Shadow of Mordor, yeah.
It could happen.
That's true. That's true. But that at least felt a little more expected because it was made by a huge,
Oh, I think-
huge company.
Spider-Man 2's next year too.
Oh yeah, right.
That'll be great.
That's cool. Yeah.
Man, Miles Morales, that was one of my favorite things I played this year.
Oh, interesting.
Even though it was from last or 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Still the System Shock remake,
Oh yeah.
but that's I don't
It's
know.
remakes.
I think that might just be a straight remake at this point. It might not be anything interesting. Weird. I think it'll at least be as good of a year as this year.
I
for
think
me.
it'll be better. The
Fingers
sequel to
crossed.
Shadow of War was also. Oh, weird! I didn't hear that sound alert. Talk upon kingdom.
The sequel to Shadow of well, both of the Lord of the Rings games were actually just on Humble Bundle last week for like $21 or something for them and a whole bunch of other Lord of the Rings shit.
Wow.
So I got them for my Steam Deck
Just in case.
just in case if I want to play some Lord of the Rings.
It's something to play. You got it.
I got it. That's
Wow.
what Steam's building up a backlog.
What a year of games.
I know. I'm exhausted.
We don't even. It's funny. We don't even have much we're playing at the moment. We only have Dead Space 3. Everything else we.
That's crazy.
wrapped up.
Yeah.
In time for the year.
That's super weird.
So we gotta figure out what we're gonna play and such. But yeah, there's our lists.
There's our lists. Don't forget them.
They're pretty awesome. I can see mine change. I can see this changing a lot more than last year's for me.
I think I'd probably completely rearrange my last year's at this point.
Yeah, you have, but that's because there's a bunch I think you played that you didn't like. Yeah, that would like they're like top games for you that you didn't play last year. Whereas for me, like even though like Deathloop maybe got rearranged a little bit, like it's gone up. It's still like that top 4 at least is like so hard. Like it'd be really hard to like for anything to get through there.
It was a heck of a year.
It was pretty good. Last year was pretty good. That was some good stuff. Last of Us show soon, starring Pants in a Hawaiian sweatshirt.
Not a Hawaiian shirt. It's a Floridian shirt.
Floridian shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
A tropical shirt. Tropical sweatshirt.
They're going to come into fashion.
Bright yellow tropical sweatshirt. Man.
Gotta get the Twitter account.
I can't wait.
Tropical sweatshirt.
It's going to be great. I think I'll be in the second episode, so it'll be like just under a month, I think, now.
Sweet. So I only have to watch 2 episodes before I can stop watching.
McKinley wants more Middle Earth games.
Yeah, there's not any coming, are there? Lord of the Rings isn't currently. They're not making like a prequel, whatever that. What's the name of the Amazon show now?
Yeah, Ring of Power. Yeah, that's true.
They're making
I could see
game on that.
Doing something off of that. Man, I can't wait till with my scenes in there. It's gonna be so funny if I'm like
ridiculous,
so well seen that I'm like in front of Pedro Pascal.
It'd be very funny if in the first episode of the show Pedro Pascal was wearing your shirt and you were just totally edited out. They just loved the shirt so much.
I'd be so fine with that.
Oh, it'd be such a weird story.
Oh yeah, that Gollum game. That game. That's all I've seen. I guess you get weird ads for that game. They're like similar to this ads we were talking about with the Skate series.
Homescapes?
Yeah.
Huh.
Where you just see him like fail over and over again.
I don't know a Gollum game.
It's weird that he became like a
people love Jar Jar. That's true. He was definitely. He wasn't an antagonist.
Oh yeah, he was in the books.
He's like a speed bump.
No, he's like right there at the end, basically.
He shows up right at the end too, but everything was gonna happen the way it was gonna happen with or without Gollum.
But he's really. But I don't know. You have to. I guess I don't know what defines an antagonist.
That's true.
But
he's not Sauron.
He's antagonizing.
That's true.
Is
it annoying the same as antagonist?
And evil. In the books, he eats babies.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of baby eating in the movies.
He'll crawl into your house. Leave the window open.
That's why I don't keep my babies unleashed.
Don't keep them near the window.
Well, if I leave him near the window, I keep him on a leash, so if he tries to run away, I hear it.
Tripwire.
Gollum's got my babies.
Yeah. There's a fishing line that goes to a bell.
Yep.
No Gollum's gonna get my babies.
Nope. And if he does, I'm gonna dig him out of his tummy. Wow.
Wow. What a show. I'm so tired.
What?
Whoa. That's what I meant to go to.
COVID
I'm used
again.
to going to the other screen at the end of the show. Oh
Perfect.
no.
I'm gone. I'm just a box.
What happened to you?
I'm just a black circle. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm all right.
All right.
Once you've... Oh, there I am. Oh my gosh.
Cooper's gonna go play more games before he has to go to work and get COVID again. Happy New Year! Thanks for coming by, Cooper. Super fun talking games with you. 2022 games. We'll talk more
Yeah.
soon. And
Soon.
yeah, I'm so tired. I tried to cram a lot of 2022 games in the last few days, so I think I'm gonna stop. But I'm gonna play
You're done
games,
with
but just not
2022?
from 2022 anymore.
Specifically not from 2022?
Yeah,
Okay. Interesting.
I want to play those Steam games that I was talking about, the like Steel Assault.
Oh, yeah.
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 So
Totally.
look forward to that. Thanks so much, McKinley, for hanging out. Tiny Observer.
I think they also gifted all those subscriptions for people.
Oh yeah, thanks so much
What
for
a
that, McKinley, and for subscribing
weird guy.
yourself. It's amazing.
Mhm.
The spirit of Christmas lives in McKinley. I've said
Yeah,
that
the
for
spirit
years.
of Christmas dinner.
You know that, yeah. And then Lenny D, thanks so much. And Izzy was here.
Oh boy.
Ah. And for everyone else who just watched, thank you.
Wow.
I think by Monday I'll have my stuff set back up, so I won't be on the couch. That'll be good. I'll be less uncomfortable.
It's a weird thing though. It's like comfortable uncomfortableness.
Yeah, it's comfortable, but it's not comfortable to be comfortable on like a show.
That's true.
It's like in Larry Sanders when he gets rid of the desk and they just put him in a chair and he's just suddenly totally exposed.
You can't
He just
do it.
doesn't know how to I
What
don't
do I do
really
with my
know
hands?
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just keep like sliding down slowly.
You
Yeah,
have to
so
get
it's
really.
not
You have to just be over expressive with your hands and talk like Nosferatu all the time.
it's not good, yeah.
Then you'll never get replaced.
But yeah, so I should have all that back on Monday. I think my carpet's finally dry.
Ooh.
Whew. Curse.
Boy.
We're
The
gonna
curse of
break it.
December strikes again.
2023. Here we come.
Oh yeah.